Yeah, what are you doing?
Yeah, we all do.
We're good. We're on.
Yeah, we on.
All right.
yeah.
All right. Cool. What's up? Alex says hi. Episode 2.
What's up?
I'm
Hey,
high.
hey.
High's in the building. We got, of course,
In the
Alex. What's
building.
good?
What's good?
We
What
got
up?
we got Larry, who goes by Law now. I just
what
found
up?
out.
What
But his
up?
real name is Lawrence.
I just called him motherfucking Larry. All right. We got the real Tin Dan up in here, the producer,
What up? What up?
and very excited. We have our very first guest. We got Tom.
How special.
Hello.
Tom, he is a motherfucking real one.
He is a real one, though. He is
But
a
not
real
like
one.
what y'all think, though.
He's
So-
a real one.
Tom's a real interesting cat, right? Because Tom, you grew up Mormon, right?
I did.
You grew up Mormon in Utah, right?
I did.
I did.
Do you
But
use
like
Alex Smith?
like
Alex Smith.
hardcore Mormon.
Hardcore Mormon. Like
What's the
hardcore
difference?
Polygamy.
What's the
like
difference?
You came from.
No,
that's
no.
hardcore Mormon. Bro.
Well, that's old school.
But that's hardcore though.
No, I mean it's actually expressly disallowed.
Oh.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
So explain to me, like, what the difference between hardcore and softcore.
Isn't that like
softcore would
Cinemax
be
versus-
like you go to church every week. You know,
Uh-huh.
you're a good person. You know,
All right.
and lots of people are good people without going to church. But I just mean you're going to church. You're doing you're crossing your
only
T's
good
and
people
dotting
go to
your
church,
I's.
bro.
But then there's the spirit of the law, right? So if you're not supposed to say bad words, then you surely shouldn't be expose yourself to bad words, right? So you wouldn't go to like a PG movie where there's a cuss word in there.
Oh, so you're not even allowed to hear it, or you weren't
You're
even allowed
not.
to hear
You
it.
just can't be around the cuss
well,
words.
it was not like bad to be around it, but stand in holy places. Go, don't
You
be
guys
where
had-
the cuss words are. Right?
Wow.
What part of Utah were you from? Where?
The Mormon part.
Just
Like the whole state?
Just
Is the whole state Mormon? The whole
I
state
feel like
is
you
Mormon?
guys are taking
or
pictures because you're like, this is a unicorn in here.
No, it is. You are. I am taking pictures of you.
Tom is white, for all y'all that don't know.
No way, he's
white.
Yeah, that
he's
was
an Asian
obvious
Mormon.
already.
Yeah, he's an Asian Mormon.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, yeah. I mean, you just don't want to be around it if you don't have to. Sort of the thing.
Sure.
Yeah,
thought.
yeah.
I get that
Yeah.
because me and Larry, we actually growing up. We actually went to a Christian school, so that has similar beliefs too.
I went to a
Yeah.
private school.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, I went to private
I
school
went-
too.
I went to a
Oh,
private
man, we
school.
all
Oh,
did.
did you?
Oh,
And
shit.
that makes
Oh,
sense.
all
Yeah.
four of us went to a private school.
But I bet
And
you
look what
guys.
happened.
But
Public
check
school.
this out though. All right.
And you went to a private. He went to a public school.
yeah,
What
of course,
fucked
public.
me up was this. My parents are Buddhist.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, what?
That's the fucked up part. My parents came here. We lived across the street from this Christian school. Came here from America, and they didn't know no better. So they're like, hey, you know what? I think this school's the closest one. I think in America you just pay to go to school.
So they thought.
Yeah.
Well, I went to a private school, and my mom was a lunch lady. So
Oh, that's legit.
you know,
Free
what I'm saying?
food.
No, but she was a
Free
lunch lady. Though.
food.
Everybody else in that school was rich, bro. I was poor as shit.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
you know what I'm saying? They're poor. We were poor, dog. I see none but rich kids. My mom was, dude, I used to get free lunch, though. I had the jug ever since then.
Hell yeah.
Always found a hookup, bro. My parents, they instilled that characteristic early. Find the jug.
So Tom, Tom, let's swing it back to Tom. So Tom, you grew up Mormon.
Yep.
So you're married.
Yep.
Did your wife grow up? Did you know your wife since, or is she from the same area you grew up in?
No. She's from Michigan.
Oh, okay, but is she Mormon also? Was she
Yeah.
Mormon also?
Yeah.
What the hell was? How'd you meet her?
Of course at BYU. You know.
Wow.
Oh, sick,
okay.
sick.
BYU.
Although neither of us were. We were just at a barbecue at my cousin's house near BYU, rather.
So did you went to BYU and Utah?
I went to the U of U for my undergrad.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What do you do
Nice.
for a
Hey,
living,
that's
Tom?
even good.
Tell
That's even
her.
I
Sorry.
am an attorney.
You are.
Oh,
I'm an attorney.
sick.
Yeah.
So
But
and then
Good to
nothing I
know.
say today will be legal advice, obviously.
Good to know.
Fuck.
And I am nobody's
No.
attorney.
Hey,
just to
stop
be
the show.
clear. I'm not. I'm
that's
not.
the only reason we had
I'm
your
not
ass
the
on.
attorney
Stop
for
the show,
anybody
stop the
here.
show.
Is it like business for
I thought
business
we
or
had a lawyer
criminal?
in the building.
No. I'm actually what I call a happy attorney. So
You high all the time?
no. So most attorneys their customers are mad about something. They're getting sued. They want to sue somebody. Something bad happened to them that they want some.
Okay.
But for me as a patent attorney, and not the kind that actually is, goes to sue somebody. I wrote the patents. I got their patents, right? So the inventors would be like, I invented something. It's super cool. Here's what it is.
Gotcha.
So I
He's
was
the
always dealing
behind-the-scenes
with
cat.
people that
Okay,
were super
okay,
happy with
okay,
life, right?
okay.
So I
He
was
is-
what I called the happy attorney, whereas most attorneys are dealing with people. Their customers are just
Gotcha.
there because they're upset about something, right?
It's good.
That's
good.
the type of attorney
That's
I would
a good
like
occupation.
to be. An happy
Yeah.
attorney.
A
So-
happy attorney. Yeah.
So I'm just man, I want to know more about that Mormonism though. So
Yeah.
what how old were you when you left the Mormon church?
34,
Holy shit! How old are you now?
36.
Wow. So this
So
was
it's
just
fresh.
This
recent.
is very recent. All this right here.
Very recent. Yeah.
So what
brand
made
new
you decide that say, you know what? Because obviously something clicked in your brain was like, you know what? This isn't for me. This I got to do something about this.
Okay, so not everything is bad,
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
Of course not.
You can
But do
still-
you consider yourself a
of course
practicing
not.
Mormon?
Well, no, we left.
So you left
Like
completely.
we handed in
Are
a
you?
letter and all
What,
that.
what
good
is
Hold on.
religionless?
Is Steve Young Mormon still? Steve Young is Mormon still?
I believe
as far
so.
as I know.
I believe so. I think Brigham Young is his great grandpa or some shit like that.
He's an attorney too.
Huh.
Yes,
He is an attorney.
Is he?
I don't know if he actually practices law, but yeah, he's an attorney. Well, he has a
He has a
he has a
JD.
law degree.
Yeah.
He has a law degree.
Yeah, I don't know if he's a practicing attorney or not.
You could just. But nowadays, when you're rich,
But is
like that, you
Steve
could
Young
probably just pay
considered
for
like
it.
a hardcore Mormon?
I don't know.
Wait, is what?
Is Steve Young considered a hardcore Mormon?
I don't.
Do you know?
I don't
You know
know.
who Steve Young is?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Well,
oh,
everybody-
no, you can't assume like
He's like
no,
a rock
no.
star.
In the community.
no, you,
yes.
you can assume that a Mormon is going to know Steve Young.
Absolutely.
Okay. Actually, you're right. You are right. You are right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So what clicked in your mind, Tom?
Nothing. It's not like I woke up one day and was like, all right, well, I've decided. No thanks, and out. Right.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
are good things and there are bad things. Certainly, one of the good things is lots of motivation to do things as a family. Lots of things that help keep kids doing the right things. But
Well, they're not going to tell you to do bad things. It's a religion. It's
Yeah. What was it holding you back
Yeah.
from, if anything?
well,
well, it might have propelled him.
rather
He's a lawyer now.
what it held back from women. So I have
Of course, it's the pussy.
Aren't they?
no,
They're
no.
not a polygamist though. They're not
No,
polygamous.
we went over that.
no.
That's looked down
That
upon,
was
bro.
that was back in the day, but no,
Oh.
it's been
That's looked down
expressly,
upon.
forbidden for a while now.
Oh, so people that are
Oh.
like doing the polygamy is
See.
kind of
They
like an
don't practice.
offshoot.
See,
Yeah. See.
that's what.
That's
we,
the OG. That's the hardcore
Well, I-
Mormon.
But that's what. We're
No, he's the hardcore Mormon.
he's the
No. That's the old
oh.
school Mormon.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
that's
get it,
not
I get it.
hardcore. That's hardcore Mormon.
Not
So
as
is it
hardcore as
true?
we know.
So is it true? Is it true, right? That like I read somewhere that the founder of the Mormon religion, he was a known criminal. Is that correct or not?
That is a complicated question.
Give us the answer in simplest
I
form.
think the shortest and easiest answer is at some point he did things that are illegal. Now
Okay.
the timeline
whose
about
eyes?
the
Like,
law.
The law. The law.
No, I'm
motherfucker.
I'm sort of playing, but yeah, but what I'm saying is, what time, he started doing things that he shouldn't have been doing.
What was he doing?
It's not clear.
Was he fucking chicks?
Wait, this
Like
is
fucking
we're
wives?
talking about Joseph Smith, right?
Yeah,
Joseph
yeah,
Smith.
yeah.
Yes.
Damn. Who,
He has a computer. He has a computer. I bet you he didn't know Joseph Smith till right now. He probably.
Damn.
It's all good. Let Tom finish. It's all good.
So I am not the historian. I'm not the one that's going to be able to.
Oh, fuck, you know
lay
more than our asses.
down, what happened when. That's why I can't say, oh well.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Founded.
What
church
did he
this
do
day.
though? What did he do
Yeah,
though?
well,
these crimes.
Like you know what he did? Like
Yeah. Well.
Did he rob a
Accused for-
convenience
what-
store?
What was he accused
No
for?
convenience stores.
He was
Carjacking?
He was accused on many different occasions for many different
Murder?
things. But the one that I would say is the
sexual
most,
shit. What? I know it is.
the most
Oh. It's always.
Always.
horrible, at least in my mind, is he would
This is bad.
send people away on missions, right? And either oftentimes marry their wives.
Oh, that's dirty.
Oh,
That's dirty.
So he'd be like, "Your girl's mine."
Oh, that's
He's that
dirty.
dude. He's that dude. He's that dude. So like, there's
that was
so
he's
since
that
he was
dude.
doing that, he's
All right, all right,
no.
all right.
He's
He's
that
Mr. Steal Your Girl.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
Mr.
like-
Steal Your Girl.
Oh, he's the
That's
original
what
Chris
he
Brown.
You know what I'm saying?
Alright,
No, but like
alright,
dudes
okay.
want to rock with him though.
Okay.
So-
Other dudes are gonna want to rock with that dude. So that's how they.
Well, it's their. Well, let's let Tom
Well,
explain.
that's not, having lots of sexual partners is not illegal.
Oh,
right?
okay.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't illegal back then, but maybe it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Point is,
Still not illegal now. right?
well, it's not illegal
It's
now.
frowned
exactly.
upon.
Yeah.
There's some interesting old rules about seduction and things like that that I don't study, so I'm not going to say what was the law back then or not.
Right.
But no, the thing that was most disturbing to me as far as historical issues go with him in particular is his youngest wife was 14.
Whoa, not cool.
Yeah.
Not cool.
Well, in those days, they didn't have.
yeah.
And like,
Well,
13 was
Yeah.
like
no, that
18
doesn't
to
matter.
them.
Like,
But those days, it wasn't even that
You
long
know.
ago.
they're-
you know.
So my wife is really big into the history, and so because that's the thing is everybody says, oh well, back then the marriage age was much younger,
Sure.
and that was
Yeah, yeah.
uncommon.
That was acceptable.
Yeah.
it was
But
uncommon.
it was actually very uncommon. In fact, statistically,
Really?
it was just as uncommon then as it is now.
Oh.
Well,
Yeah.
around the world, around the world,
see.
like as
Yeah,
soon as
spitting
you
knowledge.
know, like men and women, they hit puberty.
Facts.
They
These
become,
are facts.
They become adults in like tribes and things like that. You know,
Sure,
around
sure.
around the
Fucking
world.
Mr. Steal Your Girl,
May-
dude.
It may be the case that they
Motherfucker,
did
dude.
get married earlier than people.
He
get
knew what he
married
was doing, though.
today,
He
on
knew what he
average,
was
right?
doing.
All right, bro. Fuck it. You gonna go to fucking Florida?
But
You
it's
not
gonna
like
14,
serve these
not 14.
motherfuckers out here?
Yeah, no, it's wrong. It's wrong because
is.
we
Fuck
know
your bitch.
we're older now. We're moral.
Dirty.
We have morals.
Dirty.
You know,
Yeah.
and as humans, you have to realize those morals.
He had a
However,
game plan, though. He had a
Now-
game plan.
now-
and, around the world, though, it's
I'm gonna make this shit a
I want
religion.
to
I'ma-
give you
I'ma
the
steal all
complete
these
picture,
bitches.
though, right? Because
Right?
I don't want to give you a
Damn.
distort. So to be completely fair,
Okay.
what they
Let's
kept
see what Tom's
saying
talking about.
was
Hold on.
is there was a journal entry where he called it, what was the phrase he used? A marriage of spirit or something like that. Basically, the point was,
Using his game.
people are interpreting that as, it wasn't sexual. It was just.
Pimp shit.
It was
It's
just
pimp
he was just
Really?
he was just marrying her, so it was for her benefit, so that when
Yeah,
she dies,
yeah.
she's married
exactly,
to somebody.
Exactly.
Wow.
Hey, there's a benefit.
Oh, so he used that.
No, it's no. That's what people are interpreting this one obscure journal entry to mean.
We don't know.
He
It's-
did not ever say
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
it was not a sexual relationship,
Sure.
right? So
He might have been a nice guy.
That's all
about it.
like translation. In translation,
Well, it's just
how
like
you translate.
it's just like the Bible.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
however
Like I
you
believe,
translate that.
I believe in God. I believe there's a higher being.
Yeah.
But there, for a fact, they doctored that fucking book.
Hey,
After
stories
all
can
these
be
fucking
written however
translations-
they want, and it's how you interpret them. You know.
Whatever sounds better.
Yeah, but again, I don't study the history. That's not what made me say, okay, it's time to be done.
Sure.
There are things that are bad for women, and in particular, you do not want your daughter being raised in that environment.
Like, why is
because,
that?
Women are supposed to swear obedience to their husbands.
They're basically servants.
Okay.
They are. Oh yeah. Well, not.
I
Is
mean-
this swear obedience? Can I have my wife convert?
Wait, hold on. You're saying Tom was like saying this in a bad way, right?
He's like, that's all I need to hear. That's all I need to hear.
Mormonism sounds fucking awesome.
So I guess if you're the guy, yeah, it would be good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
of
yeah.
course,
Yeah,
of course,
yeah,
of course.
But you don't want your daughter being raised in that sort of
Yeah.
mentality.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Absolutely.
that's bad.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's
sure.
bad. And even a 12-year-old boy has far more authority than any woman in the church.
I would love to be 12 years old.
Wow.
That's where I want my 12.
So if you were a
self
guy,
being. No,
I wouldn't have left. See, I would have been like, oh, I'm down with all this.
no. Tom took full advantage of it.
Well, you have a
he
daughter.
didn't
You
leave
have a
till he
daughter,
was
right?
34.
Yeah, yeah.
So he
Well,
went
I have
from
a daughter,
12 to
I have a
34.
daughter too.
Yeah.
See?
But
I have
you-
6 sisters.
I mean, I'm not going
women,
to judge you because we
Yeah.
just met, but
yeah.
my guess is, I mean, for most people that I talk to, church should not be 3 hours long every week.
That's all.
I think.
church
hey,
when I have.
I
when
think
you-
they'd be
Church
like,
is
I'm done,
is
I'm done.
honestly.
hey, when you want to talk to God, you just talk to God.
No, yeah, church,
Exactly.
You don't have to go
honestly,
to church
it's
to
at
do
my
it. You ain't got to
convenience.
go to church to
That's
do
just
it.
a
my-
racket,
it's-
dude.
it's my
Yeah.
convenience.
It's
It's my
a racket.
convenience.
You know,
It's a racket.
So
Yes.
that's the what's the right word for it? That's the feelings side of it, right? The logical side, which is usually what I use, is this just doesn't fit the scientific method. You know, like gravity is
Sure.
the comparison I like to use is gravity is readily apparent. If you're unsure
Explain.
that gravity exists and that it's 9.8 meters per second squared, as far as it's
that
just
the
drop something,
acceleration?
right? You just
Is
drop
that the
something.
actual
just drop it and
formula?
measure. Yeah,
Exactly. Well, the scientific method. The scientific
Is
method.
it?
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah.
I didn't-
So,
I'm dumb.
so
I'm dumb.
it always happens, right? It always happens, right?
Absolutely.
Because it is a truth. right?
Exactly.
If it doesn't always happen, not a truth.
Yep.
And so for me, you know, if you're going around saying this is the truth, all other churches are wrong. The only way to heaven is through this,
Sure.
and
If you believe
not
in heaven.
everything is actually happening that they say should be happening.
Then it's
Not a truth.
not.
That's not
exactly.
truth.
Exactly.
Got you.
Yeah.
So isn't it?
It's just like the law, by the way, right? The law is not truth. Don't associate the law with
Oh
truth.
no.
Yeah,
Bro.
yeah.
What's what's legal is completely different than what's morally
Yeah.
correct or
Yeah.
any of those things. It's just what's legal, right? Because what's
Yeah.
legal here is
Yeah.
legal is illegal somewhere else. So yeah, absolutely.
You just go to the next city. They
It's-
have you know what I'm saying? They have different regulations and rules, and that's the law. That you know.
Is it fucking true? Well, I read somewhere too, right? That Joseph Smith, he founded the whole religion because he said that he found some sacred tablets,
Yes.
and he was the only one that was able. Don't laugh.
Yes.
No, but what? It's the same story.
He
Same
found
story,
he
but
found
another
some
dude?
sacred tablets, right? And then he was the only one that was able to read them. Is that true?
Pretty much. I mean,
Did he have like snap glasses or some shit like that?
golden.
No,
plate-
is that from like how far back did Mormonism?
When
Yeah.
did Joseph look that up?
When
When
did
did
that
when,
shit
when did
start?
when did
Yeah,
Joseph Smith start this? Because this was like
How-
was it like the
how
1800s or
old-
something
how
like
old
that?
is the
1800s.
Mormon?
Yeah, so it wasn't that
religion?
long ago. Yeah.
Huh.
So I do know that there's only two known religions that we can trace back to the founder. That's Scientology and Mormonism.
Who was the founder?
Oh, so that's early stuff then. That's all early stuff because
Well,
we
they
can't.
actually have a date, April 6, 1830.
So it's
Oh,
not-
1800s. That's
How-
still yeah okay.
1830 April.
So
yeah. So he found allegedly he found these tablets, and he was the only one. And he based that whole religion off it.
golden
and
plates.
Golden plates. I'm sorry. Golden
Go-
plates. Golden
It's
plates.
not, this
Huh.
is not Moses.
Dead Sea Scrolls.
It's Moses, bro.
And
the
then-
Ten Commandments.
Huh. Yeah.
And then
yeah.
what
Took the
fuck
same
was I saying?
story and flipped it. Huh? He was like, I'm gonna make this my story now.
Yeah.
Golden tablets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Is that
then don't-
basically how you see it, Tom?
Uh,
It's already a story that's been written that was just rewritten.
Yeah.
there are a lot of very similar things like
So, yes.
that, right?
Yeah.
So yes,
Absolutely.
yes.
And then there are
But from
a
the
lot of
1800s,
things
you know?
that were
slavery was still legal back then,
common
right?
belief that he kind of played.
I don't
into.
even know.
He
I don't even know why I
played-
thought of it.
He was just taking advantage of his situation.
Well, we don't know that. We don't know that.
Well,
We don't know that.
his opinion.
know that.
In your opinion, Tom, do you think he?
I don't
What's
think he
his
was a
name,
good guy.
Joseph?
Yeah, just no.
Joseph Smith?
I don't think he's
Is that
a good
his
guy.
name?
Yeah,
Joseph
yeah,
Smith.
Yeah,
Huh.
yeah, no,
You
I don't
think
think he was a
Joseph
good guy at
Smith
all.
was just taking advantage of of the opportunity he was given.
Yes,
Yes.
that's my opinion.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why you left the Mormon religion.
Well, he's long dead,
Of-
and he doesn't.
For real?
And his, what he did,
Saw that motherfucker
while
at Costco.
it could be bad, doesn't really, there's nothing I can do about it, right? And like I said, there are lots of good things that happen in
Yeah.
the church, right? Lots of good things that they teach,
Yeah, yeah.
He was long gone, right? So
sure.
the issue that we had when we left was, how else are we going to teach the values that we do have that the church does teach?
How do you use
How are we
that?
going to give that to our
Because
kids?
that was ingrained in you.
Yeah.
You were
How are you
yeah.
gonna use
you were
that?
taught.
yeah, well, we didn't receive it. Like, that's the way you got that information, right?
Yeah.
But that's how we
I
got
think
our
that's more-
morality too.
I think that's
Absolutely. You know
more
what I'm saying?
human nature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that might
Yeah.
be a little bit more human nature, and you went more with the human nature part of yourself, and your wife did too,
Well,
rather than listening to people, right? Listen to people and
that's what you should do, but it was still, for us, we both grew up that way, right? Where that's where you're being taught everything is all. Well, it's not that you're only being taught at church, but even in the home, when you're being taught those things, it's with relationship to the church teachings, right?
Of course.
So it's
Crazy.
if it's
that's
not
us. We all went to private schools.
so
But I did have
Yeah.
drugs.
how how do you
yeah.
it's saying, okay, well, you want to teach your kids
Yeah.
this, these same things, but you didn't grow up being taught that without so it's,
for sure.
it's a
Everything
very,
had
like,
a reasoning.
Yeah.
can we still do that? Are we going
Yeah.
to be effective parents? Are we going to be able to teach them the right stuff that they need to know? And
So, question,
I
like
don't know.
you mentioned earlier before we started recording, you were only allowed to watch G-rated movies. growing
yeah,
up.
I was the only that's only my family.
Oh, that's only your family.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't
See,
know.
they
They
That's
were
not a Mormon
hardcore
thing.
Mormon, bro.
Hey,
Yeah,
Disney's
that
the
was-
shit
of
though.
course,
Yeah.
his
There's
family
hella
was
Disney
a set.
movies though.
His family
hella
was a
good.
set, dog.
So how were you? How was that? Because like you grew up sheltered, I'm assuming, right? Just
Oh,
Sheltered.
You think so? Like,
Well, I didn't want to straight up say, hey man, you grew up square as hell. You know what I mean? I didn't want to say
That
that.
doesn't even. If you told him that, he probably wouldn't even take like offense to it because like.
So
what the
how
hell
was?
is
Yeah,
square?
no.
Huh.
So like if you
No
like,
offense
so
with
if you
that.
walked out,
What, in a
like,
good environment? All right, yeah.
how did you? How was that?
Thank you.
Wholesome.
yeah, it was wholesome.
So how did you? So how
Safe
did
and
you?
wholesome. Yeah, definitely that.
How was your?
Super
How were you able to stay away from like drugs and all
Oh,
those different
parents?
things, alcohol?
How do you stay
Because we
away?
started drink. I
How do you
started
stay
smoking weed at
away?
12 years old. I
Yep.
found
I
a
think I was
fucking roach.
11.
Yeah.
I found a roach in my buddy's dad's ashtray.
What's a roach? You're not talking about a bug, I take it.
Oh,
Oh
shit.
damn.
We told y'all he was a real one.
Damn.
real one, boy. So a roach. So a roach is like the end part of a joint.
Oh, okay.
So it's like the end part where you kind of just put out like that's just
Let's see, I was
I'm
brown.
done with this.
done
I'm
with
gonna
this.
throw
I'm
it
just gonna
out.
throw it out.
And
It's
then
like
that
it's
and then that
equated to like a
collects.
cigarette butt.
A lot of them
Oh.
collects.
I'm
Like
I'm
if
I
you keep
thought, I
smoking
thought
in
that's
the
why you
same-
have
yeah.
long fingernails, is so you're supposed to be able to like to hold the like.
When that shit get
little
like this
bitty-
time,
Oh,
like
it-
No,
was.
there's
Like,
different type
whatever.
of roach clips.
yeah, if it gets
because-
to, it gets to the size of a bean, it's pretty hard to do. Like
Because after
hold.
you smoke the whole joint, you're just like, this much? Fuck it. I don't give a fuck about this.
It's
I'm just gonna-
expensive, isn't it?
weed,
But when
Weed?
you're
I don't know.
Nah.
Any of it?
Well, when you're a little kid, you try to smoke as much as you can.
Oh,
of it.
y-
Yes,
oh,
that's
yeah.
why we had roach.
Hey.
Well, it's kinda-
like
well-
nowadays, you don't smoke a roach. I won't
Yeah,
smoke a roach.
yeah.
I wouldn't. If it's like to a certain.
I'll
area
toss
of
it,
the-
yeah.
I toss it.
Toss it. It's nothing.
Let's just
At
smoke
that
another
point, it's
one.
nothing. At
Yeah,
that point,
let's just
it's
smoke
nothing.
another one.
I
Like,
think
why
it
would you
relates.
smoke a
Yeah.
roach?
I think what he's trying to say too, it relates to the ease of access.
Yeah.
So
No,
when
he
you're
said it's
younger,
expensive.
it's
Oh,
hard to
yes.
access marijuana.
So you try to
Yeah.
smoke
Yeah,
it
so
all.
So you get what you
That's what
can.
I'm saying. Yeah. When you're younger, you smoke roaches.
No, real-
Or you
Sure.
broke.
It
Like,
was-
sit still.
Sure.
It was easy to access, but I didn't have enough money to get it.
That is true.
That's
easy
and that's
to
access.
access.
That's
No,
access,
yeah,
right?
that's what he said. It's
Easy
that's
to
why he
access,
asked. That's
but
why he
I
asked
can't-
if it was
Yeah, I
expensive.
can't
That
access because
doesn't-
they ain't got no money.
So that's
Yeah,
what a
yeah,
roach
yeah.
is. So I'm for you guys.
That's
don't
another.
see,
That's
I'm-
another.
I googled what
Oh.
a
The
roach
weed is
is.
accessible.
It's
The
even
money
brown.
isn't.
Oh, it's
even
brown like a
brown.
roach.
I'm showing him a picture on my phone
Huh.
of what a roach is.
Oh, I pictured it at least being white. Isn't weed usually
Whatever you
white?
want.
No,
Whatever.
Wait, finish that thought. What were you asking? Finish that thought.
I expected that to be a white. It looks brown.
Because all the
Oh.
resin and the smoke residue,
Oh.
it turns the white paper
Oh.
brown.
The smell, It'll turn it
Yeah.
brown. There you go.
Gotcha.
Or you're smoking raw papers, and they're
That's
already
brown. They do have brown papers now. Want to see?
I didn't see the picture, so I don't know what they're referring to.
That's
It
what
just looks like a
roaches are.
typical roach.
Some of them are white.
Typical.
Some of them are white.
Yeah.
That's like a bucket full of roaches right there, Tom.
Wow.
Were you there that day? So we had so Larry and I, we had two friends that were twins growing up. Were you there? We were smoking pot in the room one day.
I
out
don't
of the
know.
soda can.
I don't know.
I wasn't there. I
Okay,
wasn't
so
there.
we were smoking weed. This is totally off topic, but it's funny as hell. I was probably like 12 years old, 13 years old,
This
something
is
like
the
that.
first time you smoked weed?
It was
No,
probably
no.
like 13.
Oh.
This wasn't my first time. This was
Okay.
probably like, I don't even know. I lost count by this time.
Yeah.
Because after I smoked it the first time, I was like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
how, you know what though? The first time I smoked a cigarette, it was pretty awesome. I got lightheaded.
Oh, man, I smoked a cigarette when I was 11.
Yeah, but I got. Do
Huh.
you remember? No, I smoked a cigarette. But I don't think I've ever inhaled until a certain time. Yeah,
You had to
like, I
build your
didn't-
back then. You had to build
like,
your
as soon
lungs
as-
to do it
'Cause you didn't- you
like
weren't able to- you didn't know how to do it,
I don't know
right?
how to
Yeah,
do it. I
yeah.
didn't know how to do it. But
Yeah.
the first time I smoked
Yeah.
cigarette, when I inhaled, I got really lightheaded, and I could remember that part. Oh,
It's-
go ahead, go ahead. Tell us
But
about
you
your
don't
story
get
about-
high with cigarettes.
No, but the first you get
the first
lightheaded,
time you
though.
get lightheaded.
You get lightheaded.
Yeah.
Have you
get
ever-
a mind change?
Have you ever inhaled anything into your lungs?
Smoke?
I tried. So a friend that I have is really into hookah, and so I thought, all right, well, sure, I guess I'll try that. So I did that once.
Oh, okay.
I didn't see what the hype was about.
Yeah,
it's-
yeah, that
it's-
shit sucks.
it's stupid.
It doesn't
That
do
shit's-
anything.
yeah, it's
It doesn't
crap.
do anything
Yeah,
for you.
yeah.
It doesn't do anything for you.
Yeah.
Smoke some pot
Yeah.
one day.
So
Smoke a cigarette
So
or
let's go back
smoke
to
some pot.
back to what I was saying.
Oh,
So
yeah,
we're-
yeah. What were you saying? What were you saying?
So we're smoking weed out of a soda can. So what you do is, Tom, since you don't smoke pot, you'd poke holes in a soda can and dent it in like this and kind of make like a surface where you can put the marijuana in, right? The pot. And fucking you'd make holes in it and we'd burn it. And I was so high, I kept laughing and I kept blowing the weed off the can. So at the end of
What?
it,
Wait, I am not envisioning this at
Oh,
all.
really?
Yeah, he doesn't know what it looks
Oh,
like. He doesn't know what it.
shit.
He doesn't
Oh,
know.
Shit. Okay,
Hold
so
up.
You have to
It's
get a
like- actually,
can
it's like-
and show him. You have to
so
get
it's
a
like
can
this.
and show
Imagine,
him.
imagine this is the can right here like this, and I'll dent it in, and I put the weed on top, and I smoke it like this.
So he
What do you mean?
He makes-
It's a pipe. It's a pipe.
he makes
Yeah.
a
Oh,
dent.
you
Yeah.
poke a hole in the.
Yeah, I
in
poke
the,
holes into
little
the
holes.
can.
holes,
Yeah.
like pinholes.
You make a little
Oh.
thing where
And
they
then-
like indenting.
It's like a
indent-
bowl now.
Yeah, so it's like
so,
this.
so it's like a pipe now. So it's
Oh,
like
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
You make
Yeah,
a hole
you-
small enough where the
Okay.
weed doesn't
Anyways,
fall through.
after that,
It doesn't
that,
fall through. It doesn't
we're all smoking out of that.
We're all
Alright,
smoking that.
Okay. Okay.
So then I remember one of the twins. I won't say their name, but he was like, "Hey, mom's about to get home. Get the deodorant." So in my head, I'm thinking, "All right, they're gonna spray some deodorant so that it doesn't smell like weed." This motherfucker gets a bar deodorant and starts waving his fucking arms like this.
That's how high y'all were, bro. We might as well just blow on the deodorant stick.
Seriously,
Nah.
seriously. High as hell. High as hell.
So to answer your,
You're just trying to do anything at
That's
that
a-
point.
there
you know?
was
after-
no there is no access, or at least I didn't have any access
Oh, you weren't.
It's everywhere.
It's,
oh,
it's
but the-
there.
to drugs
was
or
no access
alcohol.
for
when
him.
I
was
don't know
growing up.
how if there's access in Utah.
yeah, like,
His accessibility was different.
I was
where
never
he was-
offered
uh,
drugs or alcohol growing up.
Really?
Wow.
That's-
No,
See, that's-
and
that's
I wouldn't know
another
where
thing,
to
though.
find it if I
Did you
wanted
go to a school of robots?
Dang, didn't
It's
even
that
wholesome
life,
damn.
robots?
The wholesome life.
So we
was
see
like
that's a
robots.
valid point, right? Because we fucked up because we didn't take into account that there was a definitely a culture shock when he moved
The
here.
environment.
But you
For
meet
sure.
all those
Everything was
people
different,
in
right?
high school. You meet all those people in high school,
no,
right?
not at his high school.
So
It's completely different culture. We
so
grew up in the drug
Every
and
high
gang
school
culture.
has a drug dealer.
That is true.
Every
but
high
he
school has
didn't
a
know
drug
who
dealer.
the drug dealer
Oh, but
was.
you
if
didn't
we
know who the
did,
drug
I didn't know
You
who
didn't
it
know
was.
But you have to remember though,
uh,
where's he gonna get drugs from? It's fucking Utah. Where's he gonna get keys from?
I don't know. I don't know
No,
how
they
it
have
is.
money.
I don't know how it is.
They have money.
But
Oh,
who's,
if they
who's
have
transporting
money-
that shit?
They
If
have
they-
money.
If they have money, there's drugs out there.
Yeah,
That is true though, man.
there's money. There's money.
So there was no crackheads where you grew up?
Not
there's no
none
crackheads,
that I
though.
knew of. No.
But there's kids that
So
was
it's
definitely
like
having fun.
You grew up in
just
Almaden
wasn't
or you
one of
grew up
them.
in Los Gatos, shit like that. No, those kids
No, we
still
can't
got
even
addic-
compare. We
Nah,
can't
Those
even
kids still got
compare.
access.
No.
We can't even compare.
Nah,
Those
it's-
kids still got
Utah,
access.
So was there-
like religion really plays a big part.
Yeah.
Was there street gangs there?
Where you're from?
No Bloods or Crips.
No.
I gotta go
No.
back on that series of Gangland and see if there was any
There
Utah
is.
gangs
Oh,
out
there's
there.
gotta be.
Well, there is.
Is
I
there
actually
a
saw
bad
the
city in
gangland.
You saw that, okay.
I
Let
saw
me,
it.
yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
actually what I saw was I'm actually an expert on these type of things. So actually
Watch
what
a
I
lot
saw,
of gangland. Watch a lot of
I
gangland.
lived a lot of gangland. So I saw.
Agree. I agree.
So I saw. So basically, what happened was a lot of Pacific Islanders, like Samoans and Tongans and stuff like that.
Oh, they the
Those
ones
are
out
the-
there. They the
Does
ones
he
out
look
there.
like a oos though?
Oh, we
Do
hang
you
out with
see
the
those
Uzis.
guys? Do you see
know what
those
a oos
guys?
is? Oh, a
Do
Samoan.
you see those guys out
Was
there
there a
in
lot of
Utah?
Samoans that went to your school?
They're creeping
That
out
went to
there.
our school? Not that went to my school.
But there is a lot of Samoan Mormons.
Who plays football over
plays
at BYU?
Yeah.
But maybe it was from
but-
other places. They didn't grow up in Utah.
They moved
were
from
there-
LA a
They
lot.
moved
Yeah.
from like LA,
of
Hawaii.
Sure.
I'm guessing that's how it was. Like at BYU.
Sure.
All of a sudden you start seeing the influx of Samoans. Not influx, but like a bigger population.
I
of
mean,
seeing
yeah, it went
the-
from
they're
like
probably, like,
0 to 5, I guess. Or
Well,
something like
They're all
that.
Oh,
athletes.
jeez.
Well, you gotta remember
And they were
though.
all
I don't know what the
athletes.
diversity is like out there.
Yeah.
You gotta-
I don't know.
you gotta
I don't know.
remember
Not-
though.
yeah.
I don't
Tom
know.
grew up in the '80s too. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like,
yeah.
he grew up in the
Oh,
'80s.
Yeah.
you're right.
So it's different,
True.
Doug.
You're right. You're right.
That's
they
true.
didn't.
It's different,
You
yeah.
know what? I didn't take that into
Yeah.
account.
When I was even at our school, there was like 2 other Vietnamese dudes.
Yeah.
And I
Hey.
was one of them.
I didn't know
You
what a
know?
Cambodian was until high school.
I didn't know the Cambodia. That's
Oh.
crazy. What?
Yeah.
Really?
I didn't know what a Cambodian was until high school.
I bet you Tom
For
didn't know the
real?
Cambodia was till like
The-
way after that.
And don't base it off of his wife.
I lived in
Makara.
Hawaii for 2 years, so I did.
Wait,
meet-
you
Oh, is
ran
that where
away
you-
with
is
the-
that where you did your
That-
mission?
Island life.
Yeah, yeah,
Dog,
yeah.
this fool went the hard way. Like you could have just went to the next state, bro. Like,
No.
why'd you gotta go over? You hated the Mormon
get
like
assigned.
community so bad that you had to go oversea, over the water to
Hey,
get away.
No,
from
it was
it.
assigned.
Yeah, if I gotta go somewhere,
Oh,
two
you
years,
was
I'm going
assigned.
to Hawaii.
Yeah, no,
it sounds like you
yeah,
got a pretty
you're
good
right.
assignment.
That's not bad. That's not bad. That's
Yeah.
not bad. No,
Did
it was
anybody
an
try to? Did
assignment.
anybody try to fuck your girl when you was gone?
There was no girl.
Oh, there's
Wait, when did you meet your wife in college? You said.
Yeah, college. Yeah. Yeah.
So
BYU.
did
After-
so
Nice.
How long have you been with her?
We are having our 12th anniversary soon.
So
Uh,
how did
since the
she
wedding,
feel? How
or-
did she feel when you was like, you know what? Or did it guys kind of just evolve in this decision together? Like, you know
Actually,
what?
we're gonna have our 13th.
13.
Yeah.
You
Is that
didn't
what-
want to feel
si-
bad.
Is that since
I
the
feel like
wedding
I got
or
that.
like?
We just had our 12th. Yeah, no.
So
Yeah.
how did you decide? So how did you decide as a couple? Like, you know what? We don't want to be practicing Mormons anymore. Or were you the one that came up with the thought first and told her, convinced her? Or
Yeah.
how did that come
How
about?
does that come about? Yeah.
Because that could be some difficult
So-
shit, right?
When
Huh.
you're an adult, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can choose. Okay, that's not healthy. We're not going to do that thing, but we are going to do this thing, right? So you can sort of cherry pick what you like
Yeah.
about.
Definitely.
your
That's
So
what
you had
we
to
all
live
do.
your
That's
own
what we
life.
all
Yeah.
do.
But did you
That's-
come to her initially though? Or
So-
did
How did it
did
come
that
out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you gonna
So, but
change a religion.
children can't, right? And particularly when you go to church and somebody's telling you this is what you should do, as an adult, you say, nope, nope, sure, nope,
Yes.
nope, right?
Huh.
But the kid is going to say, I'm supposed to do this.
Yes.
I feel really bad that I'm not doing this. I don't really think I necessarily should. So,
Is that how you felt
so,
growing up?
well, that's a whole nother bucket.
Okay,
but,
okay.
Oh, okay.
but to so in the church, LDS church, they do not do baby baptisms.
Damn,
Okay.
you're a
They're
hardcore
they
Mormon
are they
to
get
speak about
baptized
this.
when they are 8 years old, right? Under the assumption or just what they say is, oh, we wait till 8 because
Yeah,
then
why
they are
8?
old enough and wise enough to make the decision for themselves.
If they
At 8
really
years
want,
old?
if they really want to.
So dumb.
At 8 years old.
Yeah, total crap. But anyway, so my 8-year-old daughter.
Is the baptism still dunking their head in though? That's what it
oh,
still
yeah,
is?
yeah, yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Well,
It's all
let's
the- it's all the
let's-
same.
let's-
All
let
right.
them explain.
So, they're telling these kids, hey, you should get baptized when you know it's true. And you will know it's true when you pray and you have this burning of your bosom is what they like.
Burning of my titties.
What if you're a
Huh.
man?
Huh.
So,
Your
In his
balls
heart,
drop.
in their heart,
And
they're
then-
talking
Be
about
like,
their
damn.
heart.
but then
you
in the
know.
next
I'm
breath,
like
they
11
will
years
say,
old,
You know.
not going through puberty yet.
They're gonna
Like,
say-
when's my balls gonna finally drop?
they're going to say, oh, but you might not feel a burning of the bosom. Instead, you might feel just peace in your heart. Or you might not feel that. You might just feel like it's a good thing. I mean, like, it.
What the
It's,
fuck?
well,
They just
because
leave
it's
it
not
open.
gravity,
They just
right?
leave
It's
it
not
open,
readily
yeah.
apparent.
Do you have to
Yeah.
tell your parents now I need to be baptized?
Well,
or your
you-
parents still make that decision?
No.
At the end of the day.
No, 8-year-old.
they're
You-
supposed
you
to.
do it.
They're supposed
You're
to do
8.
it.
That's what he
right?
said.
And so my daughter is like, this, I don't think this is true. Like, I don't feel.
Your
the
daughter told you
things-
this.
Yeah.
Wow.
Recently.
Well, no. When,
How old is
when
she?
When
this
she
was
was 8.
coming up. Yeah,
Yeah.
when she was 8.
How
So,
old is your kids?
oldest is 11.
11.
11, 8.
11 and 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so she told
So,
you. Okay.
Super. This little 8-year-old girl is trying her hardest to do what is right and to follow what she's been told, right? And then she's asking mommy and daddy, "Hey, I'm trying to do this. I don't feel what they say I'm supposed to feel, so I don't know how I can believe it's true. What should I do?
You were still living in Utah.
Wow.
No,
I don't
no,
even
we're
know how to
here.
answer
Oh,
those
you guys were
questions.
here.
as a
We're
kid
here.
Fascinating.
anymore.
Yeah. And so, we said, you don't need to be baptized. It's okay not to,
Yeah.
uh,
Wait, so you were
Dude.
still practicing Mormons?
oh yeah,
at
we
the
were still
time?
going every
Wow.
week. We were very active.
So you just recently.
3 years ago.
Recent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
okay. So go ahead, finish that story. Go ahead.
After a while, all of her friends are getting baptized. She's going to church every week, and the adults are like, "You're 8. Why aren't you getting baptized soon? When are you getting baptized?" Right?
Jeez, the
And so
pressure.
She
Dang.
got a ton of pressure. Right? And so finally, she's like, "Hey, I just want to do it." And we said, "Okay, sure. Why not? Sure, go."
She
for
caved in essentially.
it. Yeah. No,
Okay.
we thought, okay, not a big deal. She'll get dunked. Whoop-de-doo.
Okay.
So she has the baptism, and then that night she's crying. She's like, I don't know if I did a good thing because, did I do something bad? Because, I
That's
don't,
why it's
I
better
don't
when you
really
just do it when
know
they're a
that it was
baby.
true. And, but I got baptized anyway. Did I do something bad?
Wow.
And so, we were saying, look, at worst, you got dunked wet with water, and at best, you did something good. But it was still destructive to her.
Sure.
That's yeah.
And so-
Well, your daughter's
Did
very
everybody
intelligent
baptize their
to
kids?
think-
Did everybody baptize their kids?
I didn't baptize my kids.
I
Oh,
have.
you
I
didn't.
did. Of
See,
course I did.
You're
my
religious.
kid's
though.
lucky they
You're
got
religious.
circumcised.
I'm not religious. I'm not
I
that
mean-
I'm religious.
Like an
I
elephant
mean-
etter and shit.
My mom is very religious.
Yeah.
Like
So
I grew
you-
up in
so
a
you got
religious
baptized.
household.
But yeah.
Okay.
But even for me, we baptized our daughter just because the way I feel is because that's what everybody else does. But I don't know how.
How does it?
How
Well,
does,
that's what the
how does
8-year-old
Stacy feel?
the
I don't
8-year
know. I don't.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, we
Maybe
were
if she feels in her religion, whatever. Also,
Yeah.
that's, and I'll do it for her, But for me, it was
Wow.
like, hey, just because we had to, then whatever.
Yeah, I think it's just the extra pressure of, now she's, they tell her, oh, you're supposed to be making this decision for yourself, right?
So at an
Whereas
early
if it had
age,
just
they're in their
been,
ear.
If instead we had done it when she was baby, or not that that's an option, but if
Yeah,
that were the
yeah,
case,
yeah.
then it wouldn't have been a big deal for her.
Wow.
Or if she had been 8, but it was clear, oh, your parents tell you to get.
So they're
baptized,
hella
then that
extra.
was-
Yeah.
The Mormon religion is very petty. Like, no, I'm sorry. I don't like. They make it a big deal.
They,
that-
yeah.
You
Well,
know, like they put more pressure, added pressure, which
yeah, they did.
like as another Catholic. I'm Catholic, so they don't have no pressure. The kids just gets
Damn,
baptized.
religion, you all
Sure.
got
So,
serious.
That's
y'all got
fascinating. So your
serious this
8-year-old
fucking
was the one that
session.
actually led you towards making your decision to stop being Mormon, essentially.
well,
That
she
played a role.
forced us. Well, I
It
should
forced you to
forced us.
reevaluate what you're
Hold up.
believing.
So, if you left Mormonism, are you looking for a new religion, or are you just gonna live and I believe in what I believe in?
I don't
and
know if
then,
Mormonism is actually. Is
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
called?
Like, are you looking for a new religion, or I believe what I believe in, and I just don't want to be affiliated with Mormonism anymore?
No, so my wife and I
Okay, look up
independently, we're already to the point.
Is
we're,
that
we're
even
just
such-
doing this
is
because they
that
teach
such
good
it? I don't
things,
know.
right?
Sure.
Yeah, yeah.
And we
There's-
like the things they teach.
it gives a good basis.
Sure,
for
Base.
life. For
Because
life.
Base.
That's
For
how
life,
we've been raised,
right?
and there's a lot of
Yeah, yeah,
family
yeah,
events
yeah.
around it.
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
It's there's a lot of good things.
Yep.
But then when we saw what is happening to our poor, sweet little innocent
Yeah.
daughter,
you have to
8-year-old,
reevaluate
then
this whole thing.
we're
yeah.
like,
Yeah,
we didn't see a long-term path for this
Yeah.
because eventually the misogyny is going to become readily apparent to her, and so we
You started weighing things out.
well we just
But are you
we're
looking
like,
for a new religion?
I don't
or
think
is
he's,
it just
I don't think
No.
he's actively
You're
looking.
not actively
nobody's
searching.
nobody's
No,
looking?
no,
No
for
one's
it.
actively
no,
searching.
man.
no,
It-
we
nah,
just
man.
decided it's no longer
Yeah,
worth
yeah.
it. It-
Yeah.
Hey, but
Okay,
trust me,
So
okay.
it's just the
Okay.
tipping
if he
point
woke
that
up
we
one
said,
day
okay,
and
now
Buddha
we
was
can.
at his foot, like at the foot of his bed, if Buddha was at the foot of his bed, like, and he woke
be
up,
like,
he'd be
"That's
like,
what I believe. I
Okay, I'm gonna be
believe."
Buddhist.
Yeah.
Right, something like
Yeah.
that. But he's not
Yeah.
readily looking, like actively
Yeah.
looking.
I think
Yeah.
I,
No.
I think let me
Yeah.
translate. Let me translate to these goons, Tom. Let me translate to these goons. So it's like this, right? It's like this. I believe in God, right? I believe there's a higher being. I even believe that there's Jesus,
That's the basis that
That's-
we were taught.
right? That's what I believe in. That's just
Yeah.
my own
That's
personal
what
belief,
your,
Yeah,
your
yeah.
personal
right? My
belief.
personal belief.
Yeah.
But I also know I'm not looking. I also know that Christianity and baptism and all, or Baptist religions, Catholicism, all that other shit is a bunch of stuff that some dudes made up
Yeah.
Yes.
and
I
added
agree
to
with
it.
that.
So I have my
agree with
core
that.
beliefs. That
Core
you know,
beliefs.
And essentially my core beliefs is this. If you do good things, good shit's going to happen to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't try to deliberately fuck with anybody.
Yeah.
Fuck anybody over.
Yeah.
Just have your principles, your core values, and try
I
to teach that to
highly
your kids. And I
agree
think
in
that's
that.
what Tom's trying to do.
That is a religion,
Right.
actually, but I don't know which one.
I just believe that there's a higher being.
Yeah, yeah.
Look,
And I,
For
ha-
real,
and
for
I
real,
have to
for
have
real.
that belief because
For
if I
real.
don't have that belief,
No,
my
Yeah.
life
I have
feel
it.
my
Yeah.
life doesn't feel as much value if I didn't believe it. If I was doing
Something-
it for a higher purpose.
Yeah, yeah.
I believe
That's
in that
just for
too.
me.
Yeah.
I
You know?
believe in
Agree.
that, and I respect every
Agree.
other religion.
Yeah,
like,
whatever
know,
you believe in.
whatever you believe in,
Whatever
what
you believe in.
Yeah.
So you
But
say
like-
you're spiritual.
I'm
but not-
spiritual.
Yeah,
Spiritual.
Like-
you're not.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
not
not
religious.
religious.
I'm not religious. Like
I am not
Catholicism,
religious.
right?
Huh.
I do things
That's
out of
it.
habit too. I
But
do
you
things
don't
out of habit
believe-
too.
Like,
That's
I
my
agree.
personal belief.
when
is
you're dead,
bullshit.
you're
I
not
believe-
just dead. There's something else.
Not just
Well, that's
that.
the
That's
thing.
beyond. That's
Well,
beyond.
that's the
That's beyond.
thing.
I don't really care.
That's what
about where I'm
religion
gonna
is,
be at.
right? Is that what religion is?
No,
No,
no, no, no,
no.
Because
no,
I
no.
because I actually
No.
I've actually been researching different things like what people think is heaven or hell. What happens with death is that
I
drug
don't really care
DMT,
about-
right? You guys heard
No,
DMT, right?
Uh-huh.
That drug.
Tom,
Some
we gotta get
flatlining,
Tom to
some
do
flatlining.
DMT one day.
So
I
like,
haven't done it yet, Tom. So I would
Yeah.
like to
I'm
have
unfamiliar. I'm
my fir-
unfamiliar.
I would like
I'm
to have my
unfamiliar.
first DMT experience with Tom. I said it here first.
So basically, what that
I'm-
shit
I'm
is.
unfamiliar.
unfamiliar.
first.
Let me, you know,
I
are you
have
familiar
no
with
idea
it?
what that is.
Unfamiliar.
Okay, so let me explain what
Look
that
it
shit
up.
is.
Unfamiliar.
Let me explain what that
Look it
shit
up,
is.
look it
So
up.
basically, to my knowledge, DMT is this drug that's released from the pineal gland. I think we've had this discussion before. I think. Tom.
Okay, and what's it do?
We've talked
So-
about this with Tom.
It's a drug. It's a natural chemical that's produced in your pineal gland,
It
and
doesn't sound.
and it goes back to like
How do you
Only men have it.
How do you intake?
you
can
well, it
smoke
produces in your
it
body
out of, like-
naturally.
You smoke it?
You
You
smoke
can
it, but it's
smoke
also
and it'll
produced.
look like a crack pipe.
But it comes from your. It's produced from your pineal gland naturally.
Yeah, but if I'm trying to get high, I need more of it.
Oh yeah, you gotta smoke that shit.
Yeah,
yeah,
okay.
you gotta
Yeah,
smoke
yeah,
that shit.
yeah,
You gotta smoke
yeah,
that shit.
yeah,
You
yeah.
gotta smoke that
Yeah,
shit.
you don't
yeah,
inject.
yeah,
You don't
yeah.
inject it. You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that's how he was trying
Okay,
to
okay,
inject.
So basically-
okay,
So
okay.
your body releases it. The pineal gland releases it like near-death experience or like those type of circumstances when you have like, a near-death
Oh.
experience.
That's not adrenaline?
Nah, no,
That's-
Okay,
that's a
okay.
no, because that's fucking adrenaline.
That's
dumbass.
a shot.
I know,
That's
but
what makes you
that's
jump
what
a
it
20
sounds
foot
like, though.
fence.
That's what it sounds like. Near-death-
Adrenaline is what makes you jump.
you don't get no adrenaline with the near-death experience?
Well, I'm
Oh,
gonna
you
tell you.
can't.
Well,
Yeah,
hold on.
that's
Let me
different.
elaborate.
Okay,
That's
Let me
a different
elaborate.
high.
Okay,
Let
okay,
me elaborate.
okay,
Let me
okay.
elaborate. Let me elaborate.
Okay.
Let me elaborate. So DMT will take you to different levels of consciousness.
Oh,
Right.
oh.
I know
So-
people that's done it.
So you're going into different levels of consciousness. So what's to say when you die, that heaven per se is just a different level of consciousness?
Word.
We don't know,
Word.
right? Because what in reality, what is real and what is conscious, we don't know. Like just because I can touch this fucking
Yeah.
soda can or this
Yeah.
soda bottle,
That's saying if your
Does that
your
make
spirit
you-
don't go away.
does this mean that it's
Yeah,
necessarily
you're-
conscious?
Yeah.
And,
You're
and
tapping into your,
depending
like,
on who
spiritual-
told you, like if someone told you, like, yo, I just had this experience, then
I've
like,
had near-death experiences.
whether you believe it or not, be like,
Well,
damn,
there's just
that's
different
that's
levels.
what
There's
happened.
just different levels
that
of
what we're-
consciousness.
yeah,
you
This
know.
is- this-
So
yeah,
That's
yeah.
all it is.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
So it kind of for me it's just like, well, what if in the Bible they're talking about that, like, hey, you know what, heaven is really just a different level of consciousness. I don't know, right?
Yeah. Hey,
And
heaven,
what it-
all
per se,
religion.
per se,
You know,
though.
and some people
Whatever
believe
it is,
in
an
this.
afterlife.
And you know what?
Afterlife.
I've actually been doing a lot looking into like the simulation theory, right? How do we know God or Jesus isn't this program developer? We don't know.
And we
We're
in the
machines.
and we in
We're
the Matrix.
Matrix.
We in the
It's
Matrix.
possible.
Well, I don't know if it's necessarily.
And
a
the
Matrix
and the
like the
robots are
movie.
fostering our energy.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's
You
necessarily
got,
like.
I'm not high enough for this.
But that's what I think, right?
I had a couple sways. I'm pretty cool right now.
But yeah, man. Well, you guys heard about? I'll throw it back to religion. You guys heard about that Catholic, that high level Catholic priest that just happened? He got caught for fucking kids again.
Bro,
Like,
that's
in
what
Australia.
bro,
That's,
that's
hey, that's
just
what they do.
permanent in
That's
every-
why. That's
Hey,
probably
that- in
some
That's why I don't
every
believe in
religion-
religion.
Hey,
That's
that's
why-
why
hey,
that's what
you know what?
pushes people away from their religion.
No, that's
And
I,
did
actually
something like that, like, oh, it was a
all
priest
right,
or something.
I'm gonna-
like,
I'm
I
gonna
don't
get
wanna
beyond
be,
it.
I don't want
Like,
to be
that's
associated with
way-
that type of shit anymore. You know?
not just religion, bro. It's any sort of higher authority, higher things. Like
Yeah.
people take
Well-
advantage of whatever. It doesn't matter if it's religion, politics, whatever.
What?
Who's ever on the upper end is always gonna try to take advantage of the lower end.
Nah, that's not true. That's not
is.
true.
Not in
That's
that way,
not
though.
true.
Not in that
That's
way.
not true. I disagree. I think
In
the
the-
reason why these Catholic priests are always
They're
involved
around
in these
kids.
scandals is because they're being suppressed. they're not allowed. Like for example,
Okay,
I'm,
okay,
I'm,
that might be that might be.
okay.
There's
that's
Okay,
there's some
okay,
truth to
yeah,
that. There's
yeah,
some
yeah,
truth to
yeah,
that.
yeah,
because-
yeah.
No,
because
that's
I'm-
the
I don't know
whole
what
Christian
it's like.
thing.
I don't know
No,
what it's like.
because-
I don't know.
Because like
what
for
that
me,
life is
I'm at a
like.
level of
Yeah.
authority somewhat, right?
Uh-huh,
I have employees.
Okay,
that work for
not
me.
not everybody, not everybody. But
Yeah,
I'm saying
exactly.
But it
So I
happens.
disagree.
No,
Yeah.
not. But that's just like saying all priests do it. Not all priests do
No.
it.
Yeah, no,
But-
no.
but-
Yeah,
this is-
there's a
but
big-
what
there's a
happened
big
is-
percentage.
Yeah.
Absolutely, but
Yeah,
what does
yeah.
happen that I believe is when you suppress something, you need an outlet for it. And
So
for
you
some
gotta get 'em
people,
pocket pussies. Just like provide all priests, like that should come with.
give them
Is
a
it allowed?
flashlight.
Flashlight.
Give 'em a flashlight.
Give 'em a
Flashlight.
flashlight.
Yeah.
Look at
That'll
Tom.
work.
Like, what the
That'll
hell
work.
is a
Oh, you don't know what a
flashlight?
flashlight? Oh shit!
I'm pretty
So-
sure I don't want to know, but
You wanna-
Oh no, it's cool, man. What the? It's cool, man.
no,
It's
no,
cool, man. So a
I
flashlight.
definitely do not want to see a
Hey.
picture of that.
It's one of those.
No,
So,
it's cool. It's cool.
I'm
No,
gonna
it's cool.
Google. I'm
No,
gonna Google a flashlight on my phone and I'm gonna show it to Tom.
So what people don't know what a flashlight
Like
is.
he hasn't
right?
Googled that before.
So,
He hasn't.
so what
No, I'm talking about
flashlight?
you.
Oh, me.
So a
It's
flashlight.
already on the.
Dog, there's different
autofill.
colors.
It's on the autofill for
There's
him.
different colors though.
Yeah.
So what a flashlight is?
yeah, there are different
Different
colors.
shades. Different shades.
So for motherfuckers that don't know what a flashlight is, it's the shape of a flashlight, and the part where the bulb is, where the light shines out of a flashlight, is shaped like a pussy
Or
Right.
a mouth.
or a mouth.
Oh,
right?
there's
I
mouths?
prefer the pussy.
Wait. I'm new on this mouth thing.
And yeah, so you lubricate that
So
shit
there's
up.
different size lips now?
Oh, dude, yeah, they customize that shit, dog.
Dude, you
Wow.
Get like,
There's lips and lips. Lips and lips. Lips and I get it.
You could get like some.
Look, Tom's
Hey,
still
show that shit. Show that shit to Tom. Show that shit to Tom. Show that shit to
Tom's still
Tom. Show
looking
that
at
shit
me
to
like-
Tom. You about to divorce your wife right now. Show that shit to your mom.
Hold
Show
on,
that
hold
shit to Tom.
I don't know. Dude, I gotta put it on private, on like fucking.
So this one time, so while Alice is,
now-
while Alice is looking that up to show Tom, this one time when we were kids, one of our friends.
Troy.
Oh, I wasn't gonna say his name. Motherfucker. man.
Ain't nobody gonna know who he is.
Oh shit.
Sorry, bro.
Everybody
One-
who's listening know who he is.
the homies know.
Okay,
Hey,
so
not everybody my homie though.
Okay.
Not everybody my homie. The
let me
homie don't
tell,
know.
let me tell Tom. Let me tell Tom. So what happened? So while you're
That's
showing
a
Tom a
man's
flashlight,
mouth.
so we were out smoking weed, right? And all of it, we're like little kids. We're in middle
Look
school.
at Tom's face. What? That, Tom,
That's a flashlight, bro.
That's a flashlight. You stick your penis in there.
Yeah, you stick it. You fuck that.
Like,
You
I'm
fuck
trying-
that. You fuck that.
Yeah.
I
Hey.
don't, but
There's-
Oh yeah.
Hey,
No,
there's people that do.
There's people
that
that
do.
do.
People that do.
there's-
okay.
There's a market.
But think
for
about
it.
that.
That's
If
a
you-
billion
There's
dollar
a mar-
company.
that-
That's a billion dollar company.
You should have been the patent lawyer on this shit.
Yeah. Hey, they're making money though.
He
They're
would've been
making
bo-
money.
He wouldn't be here talking to us if he was a patent lawyer to the flashlight.
Yeah.
Give that
Hey.
shit. Yeah.
I do software patents.
Yeah.
I'll just keep it software.
Oh, that's soft, and you wear that shit out for sure.
It's pretty
You
soft.
soft and you wear that.
Hey, do you think the top part is like
Software pants,
replaceable? Like, what if you
I
could
need
just
that.
instead of like having the whole flashlight, you could just replace this part?
So go back to
yeah,
that
you can buy
story.
different inserts.
Ten.
You can
Oh
buy
wow,
different inserts.
different. Whoa.
I've heard.
I've heard.
Hey, so going back to that story though. So Alice was talking about Troy. So it's one time.
Not Troy.
hey,
Not Troy.
Yeah. So it's one time not Troy. This one
I
time
was
not
gonna say
Troy.
his name
This
once.
one time not Troy. We was out smoking weed. So Tom, when we was little, we used to hang out at this elementary school, right? And all of us would just hang out there, little kids, like middle school. We'd hang out there till all hours of the night, just do drugs. And it's one time.
Well,
we were-
drink
What's
and
up
smoke
with-
weed.
Oh, yeah, drink
Can you,
too.
Smoke
can,
weed.
can you imagine little kids? We're talking about like 12, 13-year-olds, little kids.
Yeah. So we're hanging out this,
Can you
this
imagine,
elementary school, and we're like, oh shit. And back then we called it a pocket pussy because we didn't know what else to call it.
Called what that?
It was like a little
flashlight.
flashlight looking thing.
That's been around since we were kids.
Variations. Variations of that.
Variations.
Variations of that.
Fifi? Was it a Fifi?
No.
It wasn't a Fifi. That's some
That's
shit I'll
some-
get into later.
Yeah.
That's some jailhouse shit.
Jailhouse stuff.
That's some jailhouse
That
shit.
Fifi stuff.
so
I've
we're-
never been to jail.
So all of us were
Well,
like,
I have,
so all
but
of us were
not
like, what the
really.
fuck? Is that a fucking pocket pussy on the ground? And all of us like, that's gross. Don't touch that shit. Someone's fucking that. Kind of like how Tom's looking right now. We all had that look how Tom has right
Like,
now.
and-
Disgusting.
It's disgusting. It's disgusting.
So then
I
we,
mean,
so
it sounds bad.
oh, it's great. It's great. It's great. So we're chilling, right? We're chilling. Like, okay, it's a pocket pussy. Oh, it's gross. But you know, what? A few minutes later, I know it's getting late. Let's just all go home. So we're all going home. But out the corner of our eyes, we see not Troy. We see not Troy
Not Troy.
come back and pick up
pick
this
it up.
pocket pussy and took that shit
He
home.
took it home though. Hey, he was like, somebody got to do it. Nah, he was just trying to.
Fuck it, hey.
Hey, he was thinking about the environment though.
Yeah,
That's,
he
that's,
was just
what do
cleaning
you-
up. He
No,
didn't want
that's
some,
littering, that's
5-year-old.
littering.
Hey,
So a
fine.
Fifi
Fuck
Tom
it,
to
hey.
elaborate.
that's littering, bro.
You gotta go. We don't have to go that far. We don't have to go that
Yeah,
far.
That was littering.
I've learned enough. I've learned enough.
We don't have to go that far.
You don't-
No,
you
I
wanna
already
know-
started.
You
I already
don't
started.
know what a Fifi is, Tom?
We've already
Tom, I'm about
started.
to tell you what a Fifi is.
So a Fifi is this
I wish I
jailhouse
could see
shit.
your like everyone could see your face right now.
So a lot of you that don't know, when I was younger, I spent a lot of time in juvenile correctional facilities. So,
Me too.
Did
Wait,
you really?
Oh, he called it facility.
Well, we
though.
called it church on Sunday, and then we called it mutual on the weekday.
Yeah, but you were able to go home afterwards, though.
Yeah, your parents didn't have to visit you.
True.
Your parents didn't have to visit
But we
you.
were forced to go. We were forced to stay, and we were only allowed to come. Or, they held us until. I mean, that seems to fit the.
Kinda.
rules
There's
of
one major
duty,
difference:
but
the lack of Fifis.
Probably, I guess.
Wait.
No, I
they
think
had
they might have
PPs
been
in
doing
the
something
juvenile
else.
correctional.
Oh yeah, because I used to work. I
That's-
used to work like I used to like mop
They
the
used to
floors
play
and shit like
bingo,
that.
bro.
Uh-huh.
So I would hook guys up with like gloves for like more desserts or whatever, like the next day. Or
They
whatever.
play bingo. You know what bingo is? In there?
So a Fifi is, for those who don't know, is it's kind of gross, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
It's kinda-
It is actually gross. So it's a you take a rubber glove, you fill it up with lotion, and you wrap it in a towel and you turn it inside out. Yep. So this one time,
And it's just like what the picture I showed you, Tom.
yeah, it's kind of like it's a jailhouse a fleshlight essentially.
It's a flesh.
Yeah.
You know, I bet you like, if you look at who invented a fleshlight,
Real talk,
if you
though.
can see this motherfucker's ever been a juvenile inside a juvenile
Real talk though.
facility.
This one time, I remember this day like it was yesterday. I was like,
You got caught with a Fifi?
I was 14 years old, even better.
You-
I was
oh,
14 years old.
Two of them.
I was 14 years old. I was locked up. And these two guys got into it. A Mexican guy and an Asian guy. They got into it. All right, they're like arguing with each other about I don't know, God knows what. I remember that day. It was a hot day.
It was hot.
It was fucking hot.
Don't
Oh,
tell
it's
me
hot.
you
He's
fucking
paid.
use a
He's
Fifi
paid.
watching them.
Nah, bro.
Paint the
Okay.
picture for us here.
This guy, the fucking Mexican guy, he got so upset. This Asian dude, he took his used Fifi and threw it at his face.
Oh shit.
That's pretty gross.
That's fucking. One of them gonna die tonight.
Right. So you know when you're
Nah,
you're
you know what I do, bro? Were you guys in bunks?
What's that?
Were you guys in bunks?
Nah, man.
I would have jacked off in the towel and threw it in his face while he was sleeping, bro.
Well, yeah.
I'd be
Well,
I'd be like, fuck.
well, it was all open, right? Because this is like, yeah. So it was open, right? This particular unit of juvenile hall, everybody stayed in one big unit, right?
Like camp.
Yeah, kind of like that. And yeah, he threw it at
Bunks.
the guy, and so now, like when you're in jail, like the races have to stick together. And when Philip and other guys get on here, they'll tell you more about it. They have to stick together. So now all of us, now we're looking at this Asian guy like, hey man,
Why'd you put us in the
You
spot?
Putting us in an awkward position.
yeah man,
bud.
hey man, you just got disrespected. Like you're putting all of us down. You better do something. And so long story short, this Asian guy ended up getting his ass kicked, and got a Fifi threw at him.
And he
Yeah.
got a Fifi
But
through his
Yeah.
he left that day holding his head up high.
Dude,
Did
I'd be like,
Huh.
Big Tom's like,
So it's like you didn't grow up. So this must be mind blowing to
Foreign.
hear these type of things.
Hella
to any,
foreign.
like, what is the baddest thing you did as a
oh.
teenager? I don't, you know. Damn, you can't even think of it.
Can't even think.
I
Hey,
was a
Did
pretty
you
good
do that
kid.
much?
So like
Dude.
most people worried about their kids having sleepovers. When I first heard that people had when I heard that people say, "Oh, I don't want my kids to go to sleepovers," my first thought was why, and they're
Mhm.
like, "Oh, all these bad things can happen," and I was like, "Really? Like, I don't know."
Your
We
sleepovers were
watched- Well, we played video games until 10 p.m. and Star Trek came on, so we'd stop, watch
Oh.
that, and then we'd start playing videos again.
You guys
Well,
really
it's different
saw some-
times.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
different
yeah.
times.
Hey.
But
I played hella video games too, man. I
Yeah.
played,
No,
I
no,
played
no.
that shit till
Like,
2
as a
a.m.
kid, though,
Yeah, we
as a
we have
kid-
sleepovers all the time.
yeah.
No, no,
Hell
as,
yeah.
as a
Yeah.
kid, your sleepovers were more like cookie cutter like, type sleepovers.
yeah, I guess
Yeah.
so.
You know, right?
but
I remember.
But like, what's the
shooting
baddest
BB
thing you've
guns
done? Though?
out
I
of
want to know what the
Courtney's-
baddest thing he's
Courtney's
done as a
window.
kid. As a kid,
Yeah.
don't
Other
you-
people walking by us.
what was bad to you?
Yep.
bad.
What was bad to you?
was I
Stupid little kids,
skipped,
huh?
School.
You
Well,
skipped
the
school.
afternoon of school because there was a girl that was like, "Hey, would
Oh, it
you
was a
like
girl.
Oh,
Hey,
it's
hey,
always
you
the
gotta
town
do-
slut.
You gotta do what you
Always
gotta
a
do.
little slut.
You gotta
She's a
do what
little
you
slut.
gotta
Was
do.
she the town
You gotta
slut?
do what you gotta do.
She sucked your dick, Tam?
No.
What did you do?
We went.
held his
and-
You guys
hand.
held
Hey.
hands.
No,
Hey.
I don't think so. I think we just went and watched some.
Talked about the last book you
TV.
read.
I think we were watching
Was it worth it?
TLC or something like
Oh,
that.
damn.
I just
How
wanna-
old were you?
Damn, damn.
How old are you?
G-rated shit only, bro. You know what I mean? TLC.
Junior or senior in high school, I think.
That was
That was your
that was
bat-
the first. The worst thing you did was the first time you cut.
Oh.
school? Wow.
To go watch
I mean,
TNT.
what
to
there
go
wa-
watch TNT. bro.
there's nothing around to do.
You couldn't go
and-
sneak into someone's house, like your
Well, you
parents
thought
didn't
it-
work.
That's crazy.
No,
Dog, dude, my freshman year, we grabbed our freaking schedules for the day and hopped the fence. Like that was my freshman year. Like I didn't go to school my first
Yeah, do
day
you
of
know-
school in
hey,
high school.
Freshman year was the year that changed everything for me. That's when I changed.
Dude, in 8th grade, my
I don't
friends,
know
our
when you
friends
cha-
were already going to
Yeah.
jail.
Yeah,
Like,
I got
this
arrested.
guy changed
He
like
You
after
know?
3rd grade.
Dude, I was a fuck up since like 3rd grade.
I was no.
fuck up.
I was bad in private school. That's why
For
my
me, it
parents
changed-
actually took
it
us
changed
out because we
freshman
weren't
year.
like them.
Freshman year,
I was in
it changed
5th
for
grade.
me.
My sister was in 8th grade, or like a freshman in high school. Like,
But that's who
we
kept
weren't
me
like them.
connected.
because we lived in the hood, bro. Like we
Huh.
weren't like the other kids.
Huh.
Dog. We weren't like the other kids. There's, But I did like. I was
No,
able
that's
to-
when kids were hanging
No,
out
but-
in the neighborhood.
No,
like
no.
kids
but,
don't
but
hang
like
out
going to a
outside
private
their
school, though,
neighborhood
going,
anymore.
Going to a private school, I was able to like take in the good part, like as a Mormon,
Sure.
like I was able, like as going to school with a bunch of rich kids and things like that. I was able to take in certain things.
some benefits. Yeah.
Like I have better etiquette now.
there are
Like-
good things that you will get from every single culture.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, there is good things in every single culture.
So here's the biggest issue that I work with.
What's up?
Now that so there are it's a double-edged sword. On the one hand, I am super happy that I didn't start getting into anything mischievous,
Sure.
which for me was I
How do you know
finally
it's bad?
tried alcohol at 33.
Wow.
And I was like, oh man, I hope I don't hallucinate here.
It tastes so good when it's.
Do you know what? It's actually the opposite. You drink too much and you don't remember anything. You black out. That just happened to me. You just black out. You know? You don't have hallucination. You black out and you're on auto.
Dude, that shit is funny. That's a good one. That's
That's
know
real
what?
talk. That's
no,
real
You're
talk.
right. You don't hallucinate. You black out.
Yeah.
So the good thing though is that when you start doing that at 33,
Yeah.
you have a very at least I had a very healthy sense of, look, I want to have an enjoyable experience, but I really have no desire to get into undesirable land.
No.
And I have no desire to push the
No,
envelope
no.
either.
I agree
Oh,
in
yeah,
that
yeah.
because it's like, to me, it's like I throw up. I drink to where it's almost to the point where I throw up. Because when I throw up, it's not good, right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
where like that's.
I don't want to throw up.
I don't
Nah,
want to
nobody
throw
wants
up.
to throw
I
up.
hate throwing up.
I don't even know what that
that's-
threshold
I
is.
learned my lesson.
but-
That's where you learn your
that's-
limits.
That's my scale though.
But he
like
hasn't
when
learned.
I
have
drink
you learned
enough
that
to
limit
like.
yet?
No, I've never.
Oh, you
I've
do
never
have
ha-
to push it to that point so you know
it
your
has
limit.
to happen once, so you know your limit.
So you
So-
know.
Yeah.
Well,
and then
that's the
and
thing
then
is I
you
don't
Well,
have
he
any
doesn't want
and then-
desire
He
to
and
doesn't
then
have,
you
he doesn't have a
never-
desire to.
oh
Like I just want to enjoy the buzz.
Yes,
I don't
enjoy-
have any desire
I-
to like.
oh,
push
but
the
it gets
limit.
better
That
though after
respect-
that buzz.
I
You know
want
what I'm saying?
I
don't know.
I'm curious.
It gets better though. So
you
gotta
probably have to keep going
you gotta-
further to
yeah.
get that buzz.
until you throw up and then you're like, okay, that was too much. Now I know where to stop. It was that last shot.
He might.
You know what I
he
mean?
might have-
Sounds
I'm
bad.
curious.
That
I'm
sounds
curious
good.
to know.
Oh, you have to go through the experience though, so you learn. We all learn from experiences.
But he does-
Sure. So
You know what I'm saying?
So what I'm saying though is that is
Why
part
get
I
why go
like
that far?
No. No, I'm fine if other people want to go that far. I'm just saying
Yeah.
that I enjoy the fact that now that I'm a little bit older, I'm not trying to
Oh,
push
yeah.
the envelope, right?
Oh yeah,
To
yeah,
each their own. To each
But
their own.
the
Yeah.
bad side of that
yeah,
is I don't have any idea of what it's like for
Yeah.
my kids
Oh.
to grow up in this
Oh.
environment. How do I raise
Explain
them?
it to them. How
Explain
do
it to
you-
them.
yeah.
How do I
Yeah.
demystify the subject without making it seem super awesome, without enabling them? But I mean, it's a balance,
there's
right?
a fine line. There's a fine line.
I don't know.
with-
You gotta
with
ask
kids.
this guy.
But
You
I
gotta
didn't
ask this.
Yeah,
experience
yeah.
it, right?
No, no.
So
With-
I
with
don't have
kids-
those experiences to say, oh, I shouldn't do it that way because I remember when I was a kid, blah,
I-
blah, blah, blah. I don't have those
All right.
experiences.
So with,
that's the
with
bad
me,
side.
so
Oh,
as far as
do you know what?
as far as with kids, so I have a 17-year-old kid, and he's actually a very wonderful boy.
Yeah.
Honest, like
Yeah,
everybody
real
meets
good,
him.
real
He's
good.
really good. But what I did is I did push the envelope. But he understands the side that I was coming from. You know, I explained everything to what I felt. I don't
Right.
want him
Yeah.
to feel the same way.
Right.
So like with your daughters, you have 2 daughters
$2 and a son. Yeah.
and a son.
Uh-huh.
So all you could do is explain to them how you feel about it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and make sure they have an understanding how you feel about it. Now,
Yeah.
you also have to.
He's coming from a hard place
No, no,
because
but
he
you-
hasn't come from
no,
like
no,
the
but like
experience
you also
of it
have to
either.
understand if they do happen to dibble and dabble in certain things,
Uh-huh.
they have to also know where you're coming from when you
When they go through that.
when you confront them about it.
Right.
So like with my son, like he gets not. I don't let him do whatever. Obviously, I don't want him to do
Sure.
as many bad things as I did.
Sure.
But I explained to him my experiences,
Yeah.
and he doesn't have to do it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But it's just the understanding, regardless if I went through it or not.
Right.
He understands my experiences and how I feel about a certain situation.
But do you
Right,
know what, do
right.
you know what I think helps a lot is especially with your guys' kids is when you had them and the exposure they had growing
exposure
up.
does
Yeah.
have a lot to do with.
So
with
they
certain
had
things.
all this exposure to all this illegal stuff and then
Hey, why did it gotta be
But-
illegal though?
but we were telling them like, do you know what, this is bad. Don't
I don't
look at,
tell my son it's
or
bad
like
though.
they knew it was bad.
Yes,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
like
there's a difference.
they don't go to school. They don't go to school telling me like, oh, my dad does that.
Yeah, yeah,
oh,
yeah.
my dad.
like with High
Yeah.
treats his sons
up?
at
Yeah.
a certain way. High does treat his. You
Well-
know, he's been through his
Yeah.
own personal
No, but
experiences with his
What I'm
kids
saying is like, how does he teach that?
to his daughters.
Yeah,
Well, this is
to his daughters when you don't have the
he
experience.
himself-
You don't
he
have the
himself has that.
experience.
well.
to
Let me
back
let
it
me
up.
explain that. Let me explain that.
Yeah,
Let me
yeah.
explain that. Let me elaborate on that. I think, regardless of experience, because I'm sure he has. He's a grown ass man. He's
Yeah.
got experiences. He can teach his kids. Of
That's what I was
course,
saying.
right?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
understanding. That's what I was saying.
I
It's
think
just
here's the
understanding.
dilemma for all of us as parents, right? Like for me, like I said this all the time, the most interesting people I've ever met, and Tom is an interesting person
For sure.
right? That's why he's on here. The most interesting I've ever met, we've all had difficulties in our childhood, right? It was all fucked up. His was fucked up in different reasons,
Yes,
different ways.
yes, yes.
Uh-huh.
And
I-
ours
I-
was fucked
I
up in
agree
different
in
ways.
But not. I mean, like
You
wasn't
didn't know
wrong.
that.
No,
I
it
had
was
a
a-
really pleasant childhood.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
but
yes,
it
yes,
was
yes.
fucked
No,
up,
no.
Wholesome.
fucked up in different
he
ways.
A
was
distorted
sheltered.
view,
Different
a
way,
very
Exactly.
distorted
He was
view.
sheltered.
Yeah.
He was sheltered.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
certainly a different view
Yeah.
than my kids
Yes.
will have.
Yeah.
Yes, yes,
So-
yes.
I'm not
You just-
talking. I'm not talking about
Right.
fucked up as in like you suffered any type of abuse or anything
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
yeah.
But it was
But
fucked
you didn't
up
get
because
to enjoy
You
it
missed
to the
out.
max.
You missed out on
it was
this.
distorted.
No, no,
Exactly.
no,
Yeah.
It was distorted. He didn't get
Yeah.
to enjoy it as much as he could have. as-
Exactly.
as a
So
child.
going back to what I was saying,
If that's how you want to enjoy
it's a
it.
fine line. I want my kids to be interesting, but I don't want their childhood to be fucked up. I want to give them shit that I never had.
Yeah.
I think that's I think that's everything that we as parents face. You
But it
feel
was
me?
like, how did I learn that? I learned it by not having it. So like, how do you teach it to them?
well, that's the thing, man. I think that's just the part of growing up. Like nobody taught. My mom
Nah,
came from
bro.
Vietnam.
Yeah,
She didn't
yeah.
teach me shit.
Bro,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I
You know what I
had
mean?
Elijah was born when I was 18, bro.
Exactly.
Like you think
Exactly.
like I had no choice. I don't know no better to be
Don't
a
know.
dad, you know?
Hey, you become.
We
you
all
don't
learned
know-
together,
you don't know
man.
no better. It's all
Exactly.
new. It's all new.
It's all brand new.
Yeah.
So
It's
as
all
parents,
brand
it's
new.
all like
It's
different
all
types
new.
of situations.
It's
Yeah,
all
like
new.
Yeah.
man. I think
But-
I think my son's jacking off, man.
Oh wow.
I think my son in the
Whoa.
bathroom
I've
jacking
got-
off.
See? Oh.
I don't
I
know
don't
what the
even-
fuck.
I don't
Don't
even-
ooh.
I don't
We
even-
all be
no,
jacking
no.
off.
Come
We
on.
still do. We can show this man a
I don't-
flashlight.
Because I don't know what.
I don't want to put Eli
No,
on blast,
no,
but
I'm
it's
more just
happened.
like, now you're gonna have that
Like, no, I
conversation.
didn't-
Yeah,
I've
now I
never
gotta
caught
have
my
that
son
conversation.
jacking
Yeah.
off.
What are you supposed to do?
I've never
What are
caught
you-
Elijah jacking
What are
off.
you
sorry.
supposed to do?
But like there's
Can't say
certain
nothing.
things.
Can't say
you
nothing.
know.
What are you supposed to do?
Wash your hands.
Clean up after yourself.
Wash your fucking hands.
Yeah.
Clean
Don't
up
let
after
don't let
yourself.
me catch you again.
No, it's okay. Be
No, you
Wash
could
your
do
fucking
it.
hands.
You could do it. Don't let me catch you again.
I'll walk.
that's actually cool. Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm
Be
saying?
more
Hey,
aware.
Dude,
do
I'll walk-
whatever you gotta do.
So you're
don't
trying
let
to
me
say-
catch you.
Yeah, yeah.
Bruh.
No, no,
Don't
no.
let me
Not
catch
just
you.
you.
I don't-
No,
this-
it's the audience.
Oh no,
Not-
bro!
your
I
audience,
walked
like-
in. I walked into the. I was like, man, this motherfucker's in the shower for how long? What the fuck? Walked up in there, opened the door. Why the fuck you got your laptop right here? What the fuck?
Man, kids these
it-
days don't
yeah.
have any imagination.
Come on, man.
Dog, like I said, hey,
We didn't have no laptops back then.
Yeah.
For real.
The Tom is like,
We're doing our
we
magazines.
had this old school black and white Mac. I mean, yeah.
that's what you
there
looked
was-
at to masturbate?
Man.
No, I'm saying.
Did you masturbate as a child?
That's
Like,
the
not as a
computer
child,
I
but
had
like-
growing up,
like as a
right?
teenager.
Like we
As a
didn't
teenager,
have
Tom, did
access
you
to any
masturbate?
pornography.
Gotta do what
Exactly,
you gotta do.
man.
Do
That was
All right,
not,
how does the
that was
Mormon
not
community
accessible.
masturbate?
Oh fuck.
Like,
mean,
if that's something you're
I
not
guess
like, you know,
obviously we don't do it like
as
the
often.
thing you showed me.
Yeah.
Not with a
But-
Fifi or a
but-
flashlight.
But also, I grew up in the 80s, right?
Yep, we all did, bro.
We all
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
We all did.
Yeah.
We all
But
did.
it's
Yeah.
different.
I,
Right
didn't, I
than
wasn't
now,
in my
right, where
puberties
I'm like-
in the 80s.
You read that shit?
Late
They
90s,
you read that shit? They coined a special term for us now.
uh-huh.
Anybody born from 77 to 81, because since we don't fit in the millennial
Right.
or the X generation,
81,
Yeah.
huh?
we're called Zennials.
Zennial.
Zennial.
They
Oh,
call
we're
that.
we're a little bit more advanced.
Look
than
that shit up. Look that shit
Word,
up.
word.
Look that shit up, Tim.
Word.
So
So
essentially,
77 to
that.
81.
Word.
so essentially, I believe those are the dates. So essentially, we're the only generation to have grown up without technology, but then we have learned to
With
adapt
tech.
to it.
oh, I like that.
So 77 to 81.
Word.
Because we're not millennials, right?
yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Right?
But
And
we
we're not-
understand.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
we've
yeah,
adapted.
Yeah, we've adapted.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Zennials, huh?
Sounds stupid. Who
Zennials.
came up
Sound-
with that?
Well,
I would give it.
I
up
agree to it to some points
Damn,
because I don't like to be
81?
Is it a Z or an
Why
X?
is that? Why is that such a small
X?
time frame?
because we're the only ones
Because,
that like
like
it.
I said,
Wow.
it's
Wow.
only it's a 4-year time.
I do feel
Wow.
like there is a little bit of a difference between people that are 10 years older than me.
Absolutely.
How old are you, Tom?
36.
Okay, you're the same age
Dude,
as
we're-
myself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
80?
We're
81.
81. Okay.
1980.
So-
Okay, I'm 80.
We're all-
Zennial's
this
actually 77 to 80.
77.
83.
77 to what? 83.
They gave it to you.
Wow. Wow.
How old are you,
I
Tim?
like that. I get that.
37.
Yeah,
I
I
think-
think
okay, we're all the same
85 is a
age.
little too much. You know, because my sister is like 5 years, and that's not
You know
the same
you're
generation.
that as
we're
us.
not we're not the same generation.
You know what? That's absolutely
that
right.
was our kid. You know, like my sister, that was
77,
like, oh, that's
83.
everybody's younger brother's generation. You know,
Exactly. My
When
younger
we were growing
my
up.
younger brother's the same
85.
age as your
yeah,
younger sister.
Yeah. So it was like we were a different generation.
So when you first came to did you live in the Valley, Silicon Valley, in the Bay Area when you
When your
you
parents
left
migrated
Mormonism?
here?
When you left your religion? Were you here already?
Right. Yes.
You were here already.
Yeah.
Okay,
His
so
parents said, right? He left
so-
on his own, bro. He said, when your parents might, that's
Wait,
us.
When your parents migrated here,
migrated here.
That's
You're
us.
white,
Like,
bro.
are you first
He's
gen?
white, bro.
Are you first gen or?
What are you talking about? Tom's white, dog.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
white.
yeah.
What the hell?
My bad. My bad.
He migrated to San Jose, bro.
My bad. My bad. The owners, y'all the owners.
So So when you first came to the Bay Area, because I imagine I've never been to Utah, but I could
culture shock,
imagine
man.
it was a completely different experience for you. Right?
Huh. If I were to go out to Utah, what is there to do though?
I want to know how it was for you when you first came out here. Like, what
Yeah.
did you
How
think?
did it look? Like, how did it smell?
Because California is
Smelled like freedom.
Yeah, how's the culture?
Well, remember,
shock?
he went to
'Cause even
Hawaii
s-
before
smells
he
like
went.
marijuana.
Yeah.
He lived in Hawaii
Yeah.
before he went to the Bay
Oh,
Area.
that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Right?
But how was it
Where-
doing
where-
your
yeah.
mission out in Hawaii? Was it?
Your first time when you set foot in Hawaii, what island did you go to?
I served on 3 islands.
Oh,
Also.
Served.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Damn,
What are
that
you,
makes
Army?
it. That sounds kind of bad. You never
You-
thought
you-
about.
you,
You said served. Like
That's
you-
just the common verb.
That's just the
we
term. That's the
use,
terminology
yeah.
for it.
Of
Yeah.
what?
Huh?
Are you in like the army?
He was
Navy?
no
No,
man.
it's
He was like a missionary. He was basically like a missionary.
Yeah.
my
He was a
bad.
missionary.
My,
Yeah.
my bad. My bad.
He was a missionary.
Yeah. I was on Oahu, Big
guy's
Island,
cut
and
off.
Hawaii. So
No, hey, Hawaii's military. They got a hell of
Yeah,
a
yeah, no, I
yeah,
get it.
they
I
do,
was
they
playing.
do.
yeah.
Yeah.
Served. He said served. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. No, he served. He served.
that's
he
what I
served his
mean.
religion.
Hey,
Oh,
he
yeah,
served.
yeah,
But
yeah.
it just sounds bad to me.
Yeah,
in,
yeah.
in my sense,
Yeah.
like serve sounds kind of.
So what was it like, man? The first time you left Utah and you went to Hawaii and shit. What was it like?
I mean, that wasn't a really big culture shock just because my dad's from Nevada, my mom's from Alabama. That's where our
Oh.
we were constantly traveling.
Oh, you
Oh, okay.
you ready?
constantly,
Uh,
but,
You cut-
but like every
You
year
made it
we
sound
were
so
having
bad.
yeah. Well, so every year, we went outside of Utah, right?
That's
so,
what's up. Okay.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
wasn't like
yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh, I just stepped off, into this whole new world. No.
Okay. So okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's
America is America.
Cool. Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
No,
That's
it
cool.
wasn't a shocker at all.
Yeah, he
but-
traveled.
So what?
around.
So what's really?
But I can appreciate the difference, though. Like I know that my kids will have a very different experience growing up than what I had growing up.
Yeah.
for sure.
Just they're going to school. They're going to. I mean, they have just.
This Bay Area,
So much
growing up
more
in the Bay
diversity.
Area is crazy.
All these kids are smarter. I'll tell you that.
They work insanely
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
Whereas, I would say like going to school was pretty easy. Like you just kind of showed up. Everybody showed up.
For sure.
Except for that one afternoon that I skipped class. But
That one time, except for that one time,
I think
know.
I think maybe my sophomore year, I think how you cut class one time
Yeah.
in your senior year? I think I went to class one time my sophomore year. And that one time I went to class, the teacher was like, "Who the fuck are you?" I'm Hai Vu. You're that guy. So it just so happens that class, I fucking go to class, I sit in the back, I fell asleep. Right? And now he wants to fuck with me. So he let me sleep. I woke up the next period. And I was like, what the fuck is everybody's laughing at me. So I felt like hell embarrassed. So of course I never went back to that class.
yeah. Yeah.
Was that it was a regular class, not a fuck up class. Not
It
like
was a regular class
yeah.
at I believe it was a regular class at a fuck up school.
So
yes.
it should have been known. Because, like, when you go to those fuck up classes, they're called, like, because you're behind in credits in high school, right? So they're called, like, business math. They're called business English, where it's not really English and it's not really math. It's like,
Nah, man, I don't know what you're talking about. I went to a continuation school.
that's
a
what they
few
called it
years-
for me. I'm like, hey, you need math credits, you need English credits, you need to go, you better take 2 of these.
Nah, I went to I went to like several. You know what a continuation school is, Tom? So a continuation school is basically it's a school that's an alternative to regular schools because you can't function in a regular school atmosphere. So essentially, it's a school for all fuck ups that are truants or they get arrested or whatever like that. So to help you adapt to school,
I went to
your
3 of them.
yeah, your school day would be like 3 hours long.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, and our classwork literally was to read a article in the newspaper.
And I still didn't graduate.
And I still couldn't make it to that class.
We still couldn't do it, bro. We still couldn't do it. It sounds so simple, right?
They tried to make it
We
easy
still
as
couldn't do
possible
it.
and still couldn't.
We still couldn't. I went to like 5 high schools too. Like,
Just
know?
to do what? Just to sit on the bus and walk around all
I didn't
day.
even sit on the
That's
bus,
what it was
bro.
for.
nah, we went to school not to go to school. It was a meeting spot.
Yeah,
School was just a meeting spot. For
I
us.
think that was a part of growing up in the Bay Area too, because I just came back from LA, SoCal, and I noticed something. Like in the Bay Area, we're the home of innovation, and everybody has that entrepreneurial spirit,
Freak
and
spirit.
everybody's trying to get paid. Everybody's on that money tip,
It's that hustle grind.
right? And that's that Bay Area, right?
Yeah.
Because it's so competitive out here. Right?
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
motherfucker,
Yeah.
people are becoming millionaires, billionaires every
Your next
day.
Yeah.
neighbor. Can,
Yeah.
Crazy
Right.
expensive.
Exactly. But when I was
Ridiculously
compared to LA, that's like the entertainment capital of the world. So everybody's trying to be
Trying to be a
famous.
star.
Yeah, you're trying to be
Be
famous.
famous.
Yeah.
Right? So
That
that's
makes sense.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
New York is kind of like the same way.
Yeah, because
They're-
New York's
you know,
the financial capital.
financial.
They're
right?
both. They're both. New York is
No,
like
no.
No, you
yeah,
could
every
be-
every place takes its image. Like that's what you're.
they
trying to
do
say.
entertainment
Yeah, it has a
and
certain-
business
certain-
over in
So
New
growing
York.
up in the Bay Area,
That's
But
what
we got
I
the
think,
tech. We got the
that's-
tech.
That's
I think
our
that's
image.
I think that's what happened to us when we were younger because I remember cutting school because I wanted to get paid. I wanted to
Yeah.
make money.
Nah.
And the only way I knew how to do it was by doing shit that was stupid.
Yeah.
Right?
No, but we listen to
Selling
rap music like that
drugs.
bad
Yeah.
rap.
Hey,
music, you know what
how-
I'm saying?
Cooking drugs.
How much did music influence your life though?
Well, it wasn't
A
even
lot.
just music. It was just
Not just
A
music,
lot.
it was a lifestyle.
pop culture in a whole.
It was a lifestyle.
dude,
It was just a
it was
lifestyle.
music.
No,
Music
music didn't have a-
influenced a
No,
lot.
all it was music to me was.
It was
just
the
theme
music we
music.
were listening to that influenced
that
my
gangster
lifestyle.
rap, Tom.
It
You
was
know
just-
about that gangster rap?
it was
Did
just
you listen to
that-
gangster rap?
It wasn't music
Like-
in
We
general.
called it
bro.
booty music.
Booty music.
No,
Oh,
no.
It wasn't. It
shit.
That's
wasn't
not
music
that's
in
not
general. It
gangster
was-
rap. That's
was
not
just
Why,
theme
why
music.
did you guys call it booty music?
What is?
Uh,
You guys actually use the word booty?
Yeah.
He's like,
Booty
That's like
music.
he's talking about like shake your booty
Yeah, that's exactly right.
music. That's not gangster rap.
Yeah,
you talking
we're-
about regular that radio play.
Yeah, we're talking about
Yeah.
music like kill a motherfucker, eat your baby, that type of shit. Did you hear that shit?
It's a brother Lynch
No,
now.
that sounds pretty
Brother.
brutal.
Oh, dude.
Some gangster rap.
Dude,
stuff.
some
no, but
gangster-
like I said, but that was more of like theme music. I
Yeah.
mean, it's music.
Yeah,
in
man,
general, but,
gangster.
like,
That was the
it was
life.
just it was a lifestyle.
That was
It
a
was- but
lifestyle.
It just had something to do with the
Yeah.
lifestyle. It didn't have a lot it had influence, but it was more like I said, theme music. It just gave it more of a personality.
You
of
don't
what
think
we were
you don't
doing.
think you don't think the music pushed you to that
Nah.
lifestyle?
Oh,
Nah.
of course it did.
No,
See,
no. This is what I see.
Of course it did. Of fucking course it did. It was an influence. So like,
it was
yeah.
influence, but it was more of just like I said, it was theme music. We were already gonna do it, bro. We were already gonna do it.
well,
Being together as a group like that, acting up.
because
acting
we're
amok,
all in the
together.
same theme.
Yeah. That's what I mean. It was theme music. It just
So it's
had
kinda
something
like-
to do with it.
It's kind of
Yeah.
like how you know how
Wait, you guys were a group?
Nah.
like we had
No.
like a
Dude,
large
no,
crew.
we all we're
This is all
friends.
different
We're friends.
lifetimes. This is
So
all,
like
this
so-
is different lifetimes here.
So look, checks out. Hi and Lawrence, Larry, aka whatever.
yeah,
They were friends before I knew either one of them.
Okay.
So
but they were
uh,
friends.
So
before
after
I knew
they
him.
after they did their little, they separated their ways. Hi became my friend.
Yeah.
I didn't know Larry at this point, you know.
Yeah.
And then me and Hi actually we're all basically friends at different points of our lives.
Yeah.
So like after
yeah.
me and Hi, like we did our little split, not split,
But
it's
yeah.
not bad, right? You know,
Yeah,
we went
yeah.
our separate ways. I met Law and
Yeah.
Larry.
Yeah.
You know, and then we became friends. We didn't know later in our lives that we were
That you
we
happen
all
to all know.
Yeah.
we've
Oh,
crazy
wow.
all know
Yeah.
each other.
Yeah.
So I was just
You know?
thinking, like, you know how you said you grew up with a distorted view of, or it was distorted.
It's a view that's different.
A view that's different?
mean, it's I think it was a accurate view of my community,
Sure.
right? But
Yeah,
I
that's what you
know
see.
that my
Community, yeah.
kids' community is going to be different.
Absolutely.
So
I
what
can relate.
area of
I can relate
the
because
Bay Area,
our
where do you live in right now? What
Just San Jose.
sounds like?
San Jose where though?
That in itself makes a big difference.
West San Jose. I don't know.
Oh, so
Oh,
we're
by
talking about
Saratoga?
like what? Yeah, around here.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like I don't know that
San
way.
Tomas.
Nobody can see your
What?
finger,
What are
Tom.
we talking about?
This guy pointed.
The park Rainbow Park. I don't know.
Oh shit, Saratoga and something.
No, that's further. That's further.
don't tell him where you live. He's trying
Don't-
to, he's trying to put a lick on your
don't-
house. Don't tell him where you live. Don't tell him where you live. He's trying to put a
Okay.
lick.
Well, I'm not giving my address on a podcast. That sounds like a bad idea.
But I was just saying though, like, since you grew up with that kind of just that view, we grew up in the same way with a distorted culture too.
Yes, I agree.
It's the same exact thing,
I
just in
agree with
different
that.
places, like different environments. We grew up in a street culture.
True.
You
It's
know
a
what I mean?
culture.
That's distorted.
it's
That isn't
different.
exactly.
Yeah,
We
Completely
weren't
different.
shown the world either. We didn't know about more. I didn't know a Mormon person until like later.
Nah, man.
Yeah.
I knew. I think I knew how to cook crack before I knew what a Mormon was.
Hey, you know what? You might. I don't know how to cook crack. I'm just saying.
I do.
No, no,
I
what?
do. I don't
No.
care. I do. I don't care. I know the difference between free brace and crack.
Yes. All right.
I feel like though that there are fundamental experiences that, or I shouldn't say fundamental, very common experiences that most people would
That we share.
That
expect
everybody goes through.
almost everybody to have.
Yeah.
And it's a very
Like your first pube.
unusual experience to not be at all acquainted with alcohol, drugs,
Oh.
teen pregnancies, blah blah
Yeah,
blah.
absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And growing up super strict. So
Or,
like that,
Yeah.
on both spectrums.
I think you
right?
can have. I think you can have very strict parents and still not be Mormon, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mine-
yeah,
that's
yeah.
what- that's
Mine
what I
were
said.
strict
We all
about
share a certain part
something,
of our
yeah,
like
yeah.
childhood that there's a basis of
yeah,
something
yeah.
growing
But,
up.
Let's
Yeah.
go smoke a joint.
I want to. I want to make
Smoke
sure
a
that I. Well, I my biggest struggle is trying to make sure that I help my kids be ready for
Culture shock.
going through their days, right?
Just dealing with adversity. Any type of adversity.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so many things can go wrong.
Absolutely.
right?
Of course.
Absolutely.
I push a fine line.
Those are dangerous.
I push a
dangerous
fine line.
substances
You just
if
gotta ready
abused.
them. You just gotta ready
I
them.
push a fine line of how I raise my son as
Yeah,
well.
Yeah.
You know?
It's dangerous
I
to
really
drive
push
a
a
car.
fine line.
Absolutely.
But I learned how to drive a car. I learned I almost got in accidents when I know what it's like to drive when I was 16,
Yep.
17. But knowing what is safe and what's not
What
to safe
exact-
for
okay.
other very common experiences, I don't have those experiences.
Sure.
right?
Like for example, like we have, and the way we grew up too, we have different concerns for our children too.
Yeah.
Like me is,
Yeah.
I'm really concerned that my youngest child is gonna end up locked up.
Yeah. See.
Like I'm really
Hey,
concerned.
Hey, hey,
No,
hey.
my
That's
my
a- that's a
so my
concern.
my
That's a concern.
Yeah,
my
man.
concern with my son is becoming nothing, like being too lazy.
Huh.
You know, like
See?
like wasting his like his
Talent,
talent,
wasting
his
talent.
So-
because I feel like I'm
Our
in a certain
mistakes.
way I'm a
Our
talented
mistakes.
person.
Mhm.
Did I tell you
You
guys?
know?
Did I tell you guys about my youngest? About how he got caught stealing already? Did I tell you?
What? No.
Hey, this was a natural.
So.
I'm
You
saying
said he
though.
almost got caught stealing.
Oh no,
I'm
he got
saying-
caught.
He
Oh,
got
he got
caught.
caught. Okay.
He
so,
got
he's not,
caught.
so he's not a natural.
No, he's
By-
not.
No,
natural.
no.
By
He's a
whom?
no, no.
I'll
He's
tell
a
you the story
natural
right
on
now.
trying to do something.
I'm gonna tell you the story right now. So
He's not because he
He's-
got caught by.
No, he's not a
someone that already
natural.
know.
Naturally good at it because
So
I
he's
went to
turning- See, if
jail,
you
so
already
like
know,
he wasn't a
then-
natural either.
so
Takes after his dad.
shitty ass criminals.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
just a natural criminal. That is
A natural shitty criminal.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Not natural.
I'm a horrible criminal. I always get caught.
Yeah.
That's
see?
that's like my
Fuck.
son.
See?
That's
Hey.
like that's like
Horrible.
Elijah. That's like Elijah. Like
You're not a
he's
good criminal if you're getting
Like
caught.
Nah, man.
I'm not good at lying, right? Or like not telling. Elijah's the same way. He's not good at lying, telling the truth. Like you know what I'm saying? So yeah. So yeah.
So my 5-year-old. So he's gonna be 5 next week. So he's at I don't know if you're familiar, Tom, but there's like this little Vietnamese shopping mall. It's over in on the east side. It's like a shopping plaza. But
King
it's
and
all like,
Tully.
it's all like Vietnamese stores, right?
I know there's like really close by here, right?
This one's kind of further away. Just imagine like a
You
Valley
know, or
Fair.
Eastridge Mall.
Just
Oh,
imagine like
is this
a Valley
Grand
Fair.
Century?
Yeah, Grand
Oh,
Century.
Grand
So imagine
Century.
like a Valley Fair, but it's just
Oh,
all
like Grand
Asian
Century, that
stores.
area.
Right.
I was thinking Lion Plaza
So,
for some
Like a
reason.
Westgate.
I was. That's
Yes.
original Vietnamese.
So
place.
my wife is there with my 2 kids and her sister, my sister-in-law. So they're at a store and they're looking at fidget spinners. You know those little fucking fidget spinners. You
That
just-
shit's
yeah,
stupid.
it's stupid as hell. But so
I use a pen, man. Man, I could.
Oh yeah, that was
clown
a
on
pen for us. That was a pen for
yeah.
us.
So my
Yeah.
youngest son.
clown on people with a pen. Give me
So
a pen.
my youngest son
A
goes.
notebook and shit.
My youngest son goes, hey mom,
Pillows.
I want to get this fidget spinner right here. And Makara's like, nah, you ain't getting that. So he's like, okay, fine, whatever. So they're going back to shopping, whatever. And she looks outside
How's he know about
and
thinking,
she
though?
sees him outside. So she's like, what the hell? The fuck? So she looks over and she sees a bunch of. Oh, so she's telling me this, right? And as she's telling me this, I interrupt her and I say, hey, but I know where you're going with this. I know where you're going with this, but maybe he's just because he's a little kid and he doesn't know what he's doing. He's just a little kid. He's 4 years old.
He's just mad, but he's always
Whatever,
mad.
right? But Makar goes, no, let me finish my fucking story. He has his fucking hood on. He's had a
Outside
hooded
of
sweatshirt and he threw his hood on and he's standing outside the store. And she looks out there and he has a bunch of fucking fidget spinners sticking out of his pocket.
Whoa.
So now my wife is like, okay, let me fuck with him. Hey, Jax, you still want me to buy you those fidget spinners? And he looks in, he's like, no, I'm good, I'm okay. I don't need it, I'm okay. So now she's livid, right? So she's fucking livid.
Now you don't want it, huh?
Oh yeah, now yeah.
All of a
Now
Now
sudden,
you
all of
don't
a
want
sudden,
it.
all of a
Now you
sudden,
don't want
yeah.
it, huh?
So she fucking walks.
Motherfucker had a hood on though.
Yeah, he put his hood on.
He put a hood. Like, come on, man. He makes a shitty criminal.
So
dog.
she goes outside. She's like, son, take that shit out of your pockets, go put it back, and go fucking apologize. And he's like, what stuff? I don't have anything in my pockets.
Lying to my face now.
Yeah.
Huh? Lying to my face.
So she's now
when
she's
I already know. You know I already know. And
Exactly.
you could lie to my
So she's
face.
blown. So she pulls out of her pocket. What's this? What's this, you little fucking shit? What's this? So he's like, fuck. She's like, go inside and tell the fucking guy you're sorry and put this stuff away. He's like, fine, I'll do it. Fine. So she comes home and she tells me. So my first inclination is, I'm going to whoop your fucking ass. But then I stopped. I thought about it. It's like, because when I was little, I used to get my ass whooped all the time. But it didn't really have any effect.
And it had no effect.
Nah, because
I
I
just
was
learned
like-
how to dodge and like after a while or like take it.
Well, you become conditioned to it, right?
Conditioned,
You're like,
yeah.
Condition,
okay,
you become good.
I can take this.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
wasn't too bad.
I'm gonna tell you a story right after this.
Right?
It's pretty
Yeah.
funny.
I can take
too.
this. So I was talking to him like, son, you lucky that your mom caught you, because in any other situation, the police would have caught you and you just end up in jail. And he doesn't understand this, right? So I shit you not, I make him
Scared
watch
straight.
2 hours of like that show Scared Straight on YouTube. You know that show?
I mean, I've heard of being scared
Who
straight.
are you,
I don't
high?
think I've seen
So, so for people that aren't familiar, what Scared Straight is, it's this show where they take little young, fucked up ass kids, little badass kids
We
like
should have
myself.
been on there.
Yeah.
Oh, I do know. I
would've-
think I've seen it
I'd
on
push the
little
limit
clips
on
or
there,
something
huh?
before. Where
Yeah.
like,
That
kids are,
still
like,
wouldn't help
crying
you.
their eyes
Yeah.
out.
That
Getting
still
it.
wouldn't
Probably
help
wouldn't
you.
help that. It wouldn't have
Yeah.
helped us. Dog.
It wouldn't have helped. You
We
went
some
through
real-
you
we
went
was
through
some-
it
we
in
some
real
real
life,
ones,
and
though.
it still didn't help.
Well, that's because well,
Nah, it wouldn't help us.
well, that's the thing though,
I
right?
don't know
It
about
just
an OG
wasn't
in my
the show.
face,
It
though.
wasn't.
just
It
went-
wasn't because I wasn't scared. I hate. No one likes to go to jail.
Yeah,
It's just in
I
my
would've found it-
mind.
that would have made
Yeah.
me find a
I'm
different way.
still kind of like that this way now, right? In my mind, I was just like, well, fuck. I think I can get away with it.
Yes, yes. I would have found a different
I
way.
don't think I can.
Like
even like
that
would
would have showed
Yeah.
me like I don't like this right here.
So I'm
never
gonna find a better
I'm
way
gonna
to
find
do
a
it.
better
Find
way
a
to
better-
not get in trouble.
Innovators out here. We got
You know?
innovators
Yeah,
out
I'm
here.
not gonna get in
So
trouble. So,
even-
this
We got
motherfucker don't gotta
innovators
yell
out
in my
here.
face.
So even in business today, like
Yeah.
Alex works with me, understands.
Yeah.
I'm always coming with these ideas. A million people could have tried it before and failed, but me,
you're gonna do it.
I
some
can
way.
do it.
Yes, and I agree with that. I agree with that. That's why you're successful, bro.
I'm a successful at fucking up and moving on.
Yes, yeah. You got to take it with a grain of
So-
salt.
Professionally
you know?
resilient.
So this
Resilient.
So
It's-
back to my
that's-
story, like I was telling about my son.
Yeah,
So the
see?
funniest shit.
See?
So I'm like, okay, son. So you learned your lesson. You don't
Yeah.
want to go to jail, do you? He's like, nah, jail is bad. Cool. So Dad, I know. Even though I like putting things in my pocket, I won't do it anymore.
See, so he knows. He found. You know, have you ever seen yourself on video?
shit,
Have you ever
dog.
seen yourself on video getting caught doing something?
Nah.
That's happened
I
to
have,
me.
I have.
That's the worst, dude.
I mean,
That's the worst. I was, you know where Food Max is?
Yeah, of course. The grocery
So
store.
like, there's a grocery store.
on television.
There, on top. Well, no, like
Whatever,
not
yeah.
everybody. Well, anyway, there's a grocery store. I was like really young. I was probably like in 7th grade, 6th, 7th grade, right? And I didn't even have armpit hair yet. I didn't though. But I
still
still Hey, that's my choice now. That's my choice now. That's my choice now.
no, I was
but
saying you. I was
No, but
I'm still
but-
waiting to get my facial hair.
you don't grow hair.
See, the people can't see Tom.
Yeah.
Tom looks like he's like
He's
10
baby
years
face,
old.
yeah.
He looks like he's the same like grade school as my son. He looks like young as hell.
Hey, you're lucky you didn't grow up in the Catholic religion, Tom. At least, hey, be happy you're Mormon. No, it's playing. Was that horrible? No, anyway.
It was fucking
Any-
hilarious what that was.
All
Shit.
right, so anyway, so I stole a stick of deodorant, right, for some stupid reason. I don't know why I did it.
Deodorant.
Because we
Deodorant.
just want to fucking
I just
steal
wanted to
shit.
steal something.
We just
I had
want to
itchy
steal
hands.
shit.
So on the video, they had me like doing somersaults and backflips through fucking that big ass
Somersaults? What the fuck?
backflips. I was just doing some stupid shit down like so it put an eye on me.
Yeah.
Anyway,
of
I
course,
dropped
of
a
course.
whole bunch of deodorant sticks, right? And I started putting them back, and I slipped one in my fucking sleeve, but while I was putting one, and it was obvious, bro. It was obvious, and I watched it. I was like, "No, I didn't steal nothing." You know what I'm saying? Because when I seen a dude coming
Yeah.
up to us in the parking
Yeah.
lot, because I did the same thing as your son. Me and my cousin Mike, we went outside to go like,
Dang,
just,
you don't have to
just
drop
wait.
names.
What?
Not
Mike. Well,
Not
it's my
Mike.
cousin, bro.
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah.
my cousin. He was there with me. He didn't
Yeah.
do nothing wrong.
Yeah.
He didn't do nothing wrong.
Yeah.
He was there with me.
Yeah.
This is more of a witness
Yeah,
of what I did.
Witness.
You know what I'm saying?
Word.
So the security guard starts coming towards us, and I took the deodorant out and I like flung it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like by the car, like under another car. And I was like, I didn't steal nothing. He's like, but you still got to come with me so we can watch the video. It doesn't matter if you stole anything. So we go in there, and I'm watching myself do somersaults and fucking right. And then, hey, checks out.
That's
This is
gotta
crazy.
be illegal.
It
They
was
can't detain you.
Yeah, I would have
No.
ran.
no.
Underage
But
too.
no, but they see
Underage.
me on
Oh.
camera. No, they see me on camera. They were stealing something, right? And they took me, right?
Tom, is that
And it-
legal? Can they detain you?
They didn't
Underage?
detain me.
Underage.
Oh well,
A security
yeah,
guard? Can they detain you?
Well, if they see me
know-
on video, if they see me on video stealing something, can they?
Stores can detain people
If they see me stealing, that has to be legal.
Yeah.
I did
Okay.
something illegal, and it was obvious.
There
It was
What if you're-
obvious.
what if
there
you're
are
already
limits
outside
on
though?
what you can and can't do. But
Yeah,
What
but
if
I was
you're
on-
already outside?
It doesn't
What
matter.
if you're already
But-
outside?
I was on video stealing something.
well, I'm not
They could
really
a
a
criminal
criminal.
law.
That's the
attorney.
criminal.
But
That's the
anyway,
criminal.
so
Very-
There are-
long story
yeah,
short,
yeah.
long story short, bro.
You can
Like,
detain someone if they're stealing from you.
yeah, I was stealing something.
There's
So I
rules
was
and
inside.
limits, of course.
They called my parents. My dad. police in there, right?
Okay.
I was hella scared, bro.
All right.
Right? My dad walks in and he walks by the police, and as soon as he see me, he's fucking smacked me, bro. He smacked me, and I looked at the cops, and I was like, "Are you gonna help me?"
Wait.
I was-
The
I lo-
shopkeeper smacked you?
No, my dad. My dad walked in like a room like this. A
Yeah,
room
walked
like this.
in- walked
He
straight up and
walked-
slapped him.
He walked into the room
And
he
slapped the shit out of
and
you.
he walked by the police and the security guard. He walked right to me and smacked me in my face, bro. And I looked at the police like, "You gonna help me?" Like,
And then
I
laughed
get-
at you.
And they
Huh?
were like,
yeah, they turned, dude. In my head, they
turned
turned their back. In my head,
yeah,
they turned around.
They're like, whatever,
Bro,
whatever.
but you know what? To this day, I would do that to my kid.
Hell yeah, I'll do that shit. Hell yeah.
I don't give a fuck. if my
Oh,
son
dude.
did something with the law, I'm gonna walk out. And that's,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
and that's not abuse. Or
I used to
anything
get
like
my
that.
ass whooped all the time in public.
I used to get my ass. Yeah.
When I was little, I used to-
I would do it to my kid.
I used to have a
And
spitting
but
problem.
I don't need to. I don't need to. You don't
Yeah.
need to. You don't need to
Nah.
smack. But you
I'll
know what
scare
I'm
the
saying?
shit out of him.
Yes, exactly.
Scare the shit
You
out of
know, but they have that fear, like, you know. But that day right there, I'm like, fuck that. Like you said, I'm not gonna get caught again. Because I don't.
That's
wanna
what
get
you learn.
smacked.
You're
That's
still
what
gonna
I
do
learned.
it. You're still gonna do it, but you're gonna look for a better way.
Exactly, bro.
You're gonna look for a better
Hey,
way.
y'all.
Exactly.
Hey, you guys hear about that story just came out in Vallejo? Vallejo PD? Off topic? You hear about that shit?
No.
What?
What, another cop kill somebody?
Nah, man. They used they bleeped it out, so I don't know what he said. But I think they pulled over this truck. It's on. You look it up. Racial slur in Vallejo.
Come
Two
on
white
now.
cop. They said some. I think they said the N word, and somebody caught it on tape, and he said something like, "Get the fuck out the car, you effing N word." Yeah,
cop
dude.
said that,
The
sis?
cop said that, dude.
Huh?
It's fucking crazy, dude.
Is it though?
Good
Is
thing
it?
they just weren't Cambodian.
It is pretty crazy for it being in Vallejo.
Well,
But if it was in like Alabama, I wouldn't be surprised.
See, see, the thing is, right? I could understand.
That, you know what? You're right. That he's absolutely right. In
Because,
Vallejo, they
because
should
it's
know
in
better.
Vallejo. Because it's in
Be-
Vallejo.
Nah, man. Cops. Well, see, the thing is, right? This is what I believe because I have friends and family that are police officers, right? What I believe is this, man. When you're dealing in such a high stress,
Where your life is on the line, when your life is on the
Every
line.
day, every
yeah,
day.
yeah.
and the majority of crimes that happen, the assailants are.
You don't know who got a gun.
You have to
You don't know
expect
who got
the
a gun.
worst, right?
You don't know who
well,
got a gun.
Well, this is what I'm trying to say is, when the majority of assailants look a specific way, right? You tend to act a certain way when you see those people. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but that's what they're dealing with.
That's that stereotype shit.
That's that
It's
stereotype
probably
shit,
it's right. I
But-
stereotype people.
But you throw
I'm not
it
gonna
in,
lie.
but you throw that in with the ad that now that you're racist and you hate that certain type of person
already.
Now that's a problem.
That's
Where
fine.
you gotta
feel me?
say those racial
You feel me?
slurs and all that.
But like, if,
Di-
like for example,
is there African American Mormons?
Yes.
yeah, why wouldn't
In
there
your,
be?
But-
no, I don't know. I don't know.
Well-
I'm.
We don't know.
I
I
personally,
mean, don't know.
Yes,
Is-
definitely there
is,
are, right? But
I'm
I mean,
ignorant
Where I
to
grew
this.
up,
That's all I'm saying.
yeah,
No.
primarily white,
Okay.
primarily white. But yeah, I mean, I think there were 2 African Americans in my high school.
Okay.
Yeah. See.
Okay.
So back to what you were saying, that you know, when you're not in a certain kind of culture or whatnot,
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
there's certain feelings
Did you, pull
about
that, did you pull that shit up though?
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy. huh?
what.
What,
The
what they-
vali-
did it say what they said?
Doesn't say what they said.
Yeah, man, they said something like N word.
See, but where we're from, that's a term of endearment.
Yeah. See, that is a term of endearment.
Where
where
we're
we're
from. Where we're not, you know what I'm saying. I'm not.
People like, oh, this is,
Is,
my
is it
homeboy.
a term of endearment of cops?
It's huh?
Or is that
No.
Do you
no,
take
he
it
said
as
the
a term of
No,
endearment?
no. He
when
said
it
as an
comes for a
N-word.
cop, right? Though?
No.
Absolutely
Of-
not.
Obviously
Right,
not.
right.
No.
Like,
Exactly.
Hold on.
nowhere-
The cop said it with the R.
It doesn't matter.
The cop said it with the
It,
R.
it doesn't
If the
matter.
cop say
It
it,
It doesn't matter.
Even if it did,
Even if he said it with an
didn't.
A,
Okay. Okay.
Even if
Even
he
if he
didn't.
said it with
You
an A.
said- you ain't supposed to say
you
that.
ain't supposed to say it as a police.
As the police.
Unless you're talking to another police and that's your homie.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
No, man, you
Unless-
shouldn't be racist when you're a cop.
No.
But what if he was black?
in
If
like-
he was
in-
black, though.
No, in a talking
There's
term,
black
like
people-
term of endearment type.
if you
you
have
don't
a
say
gun
it.
on you,
I'm gonna
if
address
you are
that.
supposed to have a gun on you,
You shouldn't
You
hate
be
people
as
for
you
proper
should
as
be
proper.
held
Uh,
to a
higher
higher
standard.
If he was black,
standard.
though. And
No.
he said it with an A.
I'm gonna
Doesn't
say it like
matter.
this. I'm gonna say it like
Yeah.
this.
I agree with you, Tom.
I'm gonna say it like this.
I agree with you, Tom.
Just like what Tom said. If you're a cop, that's why. See, I think cops get a bad rap because they carry themselves a certain way because they have to hold themselves accountable because they're upholding the law.
They
have to
should
carry
know,
themselves
though.
a certain way. So even if he's black and he said that,
He should know.
now is not the time or the
now
place.
it's not the time.
Don't
and the
say
place.
that shit.
I agree.
Has a cop ever helped you out with anything?
That doesn't matter
A
right now.
cop has
It
helped
doesn't
me,
matter.
has helped
That-
to whoop
that-
my ass.
No, that doesn't matter.
Hey.
That's beyond the fact. That's beyond the
No,
fact.
I'm
What-
just
that-
saying
that- on
like
the topic.
firemen have helped me out. Paramedics have helped me out. I haven't had any cops
Well, I
help
don't
me
hate.
out.
Well, like I don't. Well,
I don't-
that's just.
That's you. That's you. No.
Okay.
That's singling people out, bro.
Has a cop ever helped you
because
out?
you haven't
Actually,
been in a
there has
situation.
been.
You haven't
There
been
has
in a
been.
situation where he probably
Okay,
could have helped you out.
Yeah,
You haven't.
I haven't been in that situation.
Yeah.
Like I have friends.
I
that
only
family.
been in a situation where the cops would be fucking with me.
Yeah. No, that's true. I've been pulled over with law when he got
Yeah.
his DUI.
Yeah.
I was in it. His cousin was in the backseat throwing up, bro. We had to walk. We missed a turn.
business out there.
I don't
But-
care. He got a DUI.
But I never seen a cop around when my car be getting stolen all the time.
Did you
know
call
what I'm
him?
saying? Hell yeah, I call them. They don't come till like 2 hours later.
Yeah, you're
They're
right.
like- they'll be like,
No,
your
you're
sh-
right.
your
You're
shit's
right.
already
There's-
stolen.
He's had bad.
Your shit's
No,
already stolen. What are we gonna do?
Yeah, he's had bad like situations with him.
So
He's had bad situations. I get what you're saying though.
Yo, how long we in right
AAA
now,
helped
Tim?
me out more than they do.
How long we into?
AAA.
How long we in right now?
We about hour and 34 minutes.
Hour and 34.
We're going a little bit longer. I think we're going a little.
I'm down. Tommy, got anything I do?
I mean, we just talking.
I mean, I got some more stuff I got to get done tonight, but like
tonight.
I
I
got
mean, we
Where's
can
your
do-
family at right now?
I'm just
You-
chilling,
You,
'cause I
told
can
us
smoke.
before off air.
I can smoke
Off
still,
air, I was
so
like,
no.
I asked Tom. I was like, "How's your weekend, Tom?" What did you tell me?
I said it was great. My wife and kids are out.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
So what'd you do, man? What'd you
That's
do?
a vacation.
What'd you do, man?
Yesterday,
Larry
That's
said
Larry
he
gave the
said he
jack
pulled-
off signal.
Larry said he pulled out the flashlight.
The flashlight. That we
what's up,
should have
man?
had this show
So
last
what-
week.
So what'd you do? What'd you do, man? What'd you do, bro? You chill?
my brother-in-law and I, we went to a movie on Friday night. We saw Wonder Woman, and
Hey,
then
that's
Barry-
a badass
hey,
movie.
she's-
That's a badass
It was
movie.
awesome, yeah.
Hey, I recommend
It
that movie
hurt.
to
I don't
anybody
know
who
what-
hasn't seen it.
I
No
don't-
spoiler
I-
alert. No spoiler alert.
No. I'm saying she's distractingly
badass
beautiful.
bitch.
Distractingly
badass
beautiful.
bitch.
I don't know her name. She's distractingly beautiful. So like, I don't care if the movie was even any good. She was just bad.
Is it wrong that I admit the whole time I was watching the movie I was looking at her crotch?
No,
Looking
No,
for
that's-
something? Looking for something? No.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
no. No, you're trying to see what you're trying to see. Like,
Yeah, you try.
bro, when I was a kid
Hey,
looking
you
at
watch a movie
magazines,
how you
hey,
watch a
hey,
movie,
look,
alright?
this how it is. This how it, looking at a magazine when I seen a girl in the skirt, like I used to fucking put the page like you know you're not gonna see her panties on a fucking page of a paper, yeah, but you kind of like look this.
Let me
like,
see. Let me
like-
see. Let me see. Let me
Like,
see.
what is
Let
that
me
gonna
see.
make a difference, right? What's that gonna make a difference? But it, you know,
I did
I
that
get it.
shit. Plenty of I still do that now.
exactly, bro. So no, it's not a bad thing. You're looking at a crotch. Women look at dudes' crotches like whatever. So it's not bad. It's not bad. Yeah, she's distractingly beautiful though.
She's
That's
bad.
all. So like, what
She
did you?
bad.
She's beautiful, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How did you like the movie then?
I liked it.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, the thing that I like, I mean, so it's an okay movie on its own. Yeah, it'd be fun to see without this
Yes.
next thing coming up. But
No, but yeah.
the thing that I actually really enjoyed about it is I started noticing a lot of things that were very similar to the Thor story, right?
Absolutely, the Captain America
Well,
too, man.
Yeah.
Well, it's in the same
Sure, yeah.
but the spectrum.
But what hit me
No,
was,
that's Marvel
you know,
and
I
DC
remember
though.
being a kid,
You're right, you're
right? Yeah. No, they're different
Yeah.
companies.
Yes.
different-
You're right.
but-
You're right. You're right.
But they're certainly going to influence each other. But the thing that what I really liked about the show is
Movie.
movie, yeah, is film. Is that what you're supposed to call it?
I don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
Acceptable.
I
That's
like the
acceptable.
chick.
Is
That's acceptable.
I remember coming out of superhero movies as a kid and thinking of myself right in that position.
Role?
You know, like
I hope
being-
you didn't want to
Yeah.
become Wonder
Being
Woman
the
after
badass.
this. I think he's gonna try to tell us that he wanted to be Wonder Woman after.
I was excited that my daughter. I knew my
Could be-
daughter had seen
Ah,
it before.
yeah.
there
I
we
like
go.
how you
Saw
love
it
your
with
kids.
my-
I love
my
how
wife,
you
right?
really like your
and,
daughter.
And I
Or
was
your
like,
daughters.
man, she's gonna come out of this, right? Like I know my son will not come out thinking, hey, wouldn't it be cool if I was Wonder Woman? He's not gonna do
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And
What
I
if he
guarantee
did,
you
though?
that my daughter did not do that. Well, it'd be fine if he did, but
Yeah, okay.
I don't. I mean, evidently,
It's not
from what
ideal
I
in
saw,
your- yeah.
No, I'm just saying from what I saw, he didn't do that, right?
Yeah,
And I knew like
But your daughter had.
I
she
wouldn't
enjoyed
have,
it.
but I can picture my daughter coming out thinking like, envisioning yourself being
become Wonder
strong
Woman.
and
Yeah.
being a leader.
I like that.
And it was one of those that it's over the top, it's goofy. It'd be like me thinking like, what if I was Thor? But that is
No,
something
but the
that you
empowerment-
need
That's
as a
like,
kid.
hey,
right?
The
How
empowerment
many-
part, or the female empowerment
Yeah.
part. You seen your
Yeah.
daughter?
My
wa-
daughter
wanting to
can
do something
picture
like this.
herself being a leader,
Yeah,
right?
that's
Like
for them.
No,
that
I
was
like that you can see
Fuck
that. No,
that.
that's
That was
good.
awesome.
No, but
I want to be
fuck.
Wonder Woman.
no, that's like how many guys after watching 300 was yelling out Sparta?
Yeah, yeah.
I just wanted to kick a
When I-
motherfucker.
When I watched
fucking
when
in
I
the
watched
chest,
Sparta
bro.
came out the movie theater, I was like, "This is Sparta."
Nah, what I got
That
from
shit
that
was sick, right? The
what I
first time
got
you
what I
seen
got
that
from
shit.
that.
I thought I was Braveheart. Man.
I wanted to
First
kick
time I
somebody.
seen
In
that
the,
shit,
oh, I
right?
like Braveheart too.
Oh,
Brave-
Braveheart's
Braveheart's
good too.
Hey, I like that.
Yep.
I
Hey,
like-
no,
I
that
like Brave-
300 movie though. First time you watched
Yeah, I
300,
wanted to
that
kick
was
a dude in the
hype as
chest.
fuck. That shit.
I
got
wanted to
me-
kick somebody in the chest.
That shit got me
no,
hype
but like
as fuck.
Oh
yeah,
shit,
Wonder
Game of
Woman.
Thrones about to come back, huh?
17th
Yeah.
or something like that.
Do you watch
Oh,
Game of Thrones,
shit.
Tom?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Look at this guy. He like-
So
so
no
you-
way
great
though.
movie.
If you
Or
were still a
great
Mormon, would you?
television
If
series.
you were a Mormon still, would you be able to watch that? If you're still a Mormon or no?
Would you let your daughters watch?
Well, hold on.
If I
It depends
was
if you.
Mormon?
If you were still like a hardcore Mormon, would you be able to watch that?
Well, I know Mormons that do watch it.
Ooh.
They probably should.
Many-faced God.
If
Because I know some Christians who
that's
frown on
pushing
that.
the line though.
yeah, no, it's actually over
Shame?
a few lines, but
Oh, shame.
But
Shame.
anyway, yeah. I mean, I know some
Yeah.
that do.
Is it still taboo that you watch it? Because you don't look like you want to talk about this time.
Hey, they-
Oh no, I love that show.
Nah.
I started watching it from the beginning again, actually.
Yeah.
hey,
Are your parents still?
shit's
Are,
dope.
are, you-
Yeah,
are
is
your parents still Mormon?
Yeah,
Practicing
yeah,
Mormons?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
How do
What
they
did-
feel about your
yes.
views now?
I mean, they didn't love it, obviously.
But you're
it's
an
whatever
adult.
though.
But-
It's whatever.
You live your life.
But
Yeah. They want the same thing you want for your kids. They'd be like, I just want you to be happy.
sure.
So whatever.
Well, they recognize. I mean, we were very upfront with them because we did not want to go to visit their house and have it be a surprise. Oh yeah, by the way, we're not going to go to church.
Oh yeah, oh shit.
Because that would have to be part of the itinerary.
Yeah,
Of going to go visit your-
yeah,
So
Oh,
it's Sunday.
absolutely. Yeah.
I get.
Or if they came to visit us, they would be expecting
part
to
of
go
your
to church with
iti-
us,
yes.
right?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
so,
yeah. Okay.
So that okay.
We couldn't let,
Okay.
and then like when my son got, was going to turn 8 years old, we couldn't just be like,
We're not doing
"Eh,
this.
we haven't scheduled it yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
not an option, right?
yeah.
So
Yeah, to them.
we had to be very
Oh.
upfront with them, and
How'd that go?
So
it was.
was it stressful? You and your wife having this talk with even with her parents as
But
well?
I think church was better that
No,
I
no,
was
I'm not
forced
saying
to
about-
go, and then I can make a decision later on
yeah,
if
for
I wanted
you.
to
But I'm
go.
talking about Tom though. I'm
Yeah.
talking about Tom. Like,
But so you
it-
can learn
you-
about it
you-
at least.
you-
Be like,
you
oh, I'm
and
not
your
down
wife.
with this.
because I'm only coming from like what you were gonna tell your parents, because your wife's parents also
Yeah.
are probably like practicing Mormons.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
So on even both ends, so you guys had to do it twice.
Yeah, I
Right?
we let our family know. Basically, I told them the same thing that I told you, which is, look, Diana and I have not been into this for a while.
Diana is your wife.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wonder Woman.
But
Is that her name?
but
Is that her
But-
name? Was Diana?
but with this experience with my daughter, having
Yeah.
an unreasonable experience for this
Yeah,
as a
yeah,
kid.
definitely.
Um,
That's good. You were
that-
able
that
to
was,
identify
that was the trigger, and so we said, okay, well, now we know that this is the time we have to put an end to it, right? I did give my dad.
Boy, you lost your motherfucking mind. You still a Mormon? Is that what he said?
For what do you see?
That's
He
how
had
it would
his
be,
belt.
right?
Fuck is the matter with you?
That's
What's
how it would
wrong
be,
with
right?
you?
You don't believe in the golden plates no more, boy? The fuck is the matter with you? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I said,
Just showing the other
if-
perspective.
If you want to talk about it with me,
Shit to
that's
talk about.
okay. I'm happy to talk about it with you. But
This is what you
Um,
feel, and this is what
this
it's
is what I
gonna
told
be.
to my dad. If you have questions, feel free
Ask.
to ask them. But there are 2 rules. The first rule is, don't ask me a question you don't want the answer to.
Okay.
Oh,
Damn, Tom.
Damn, boy.
My bad.
And the
Damn.
second one is,
I'm like, I watch
do
Ask You
not
Whatever.
The second one was what?
do not expect me to ask the question in return.
What do you
I'm-
mean?
I'm not
Elaborate.
interested in your opinion. Like, don't
Because
so a lot of
it
people
is what
what
it
they'll
is.
do is they'll ask you a question and then
You don't
I'm
be
like-
not that
expecting
you don't
to
care.
Like,
No,
did
not
you
that-
do it?
you
One of
their
those,
point of view,
one of
right?
those.
Yeah.
So I don't mind if he wanted to know my opinion on some church topic and why I felt the way I felt.
Sure.
I wanted him to feel like he could ask, and that I'm happy to answer it. But at the same time, it is not an
It's not gonna make a
opportunity
difference.
for him to
It's not Q&A time.
proselyte to me,
Yeah,
right?
yes,
Sure.
yes,
Like
yes,
I've been
yes.
through the whole thing, and he is
You're a grown person.
super respectful.
Really?
Well, that's
Wow.
but that's
What are
your
you gonna
father
do?
though. You're
Yeah, yeah.
I take it like this. A lot of people are like
I
like
think I
when
know
you
what
get
I
to a
would
certain
do.
age, when you get to a certain age, you are kind of like your parents, and like
Yeah.
your parents are respectful. Like
Yeah.
they respect, so you're able to come to them or your father at this point, and you kind of knew that he wasn't.
hard.
But you knew he wasn't gonna get on you about it really too much.
I will say that of all the men I have ever known, he is the best one.
There you go. See?
Sure.
Like my father. Yeah. My
So
father.
your father-in-law was like, "What's the fuck the matter with you, boy? You believe in no golden tablets? I told you not to marry this
How about-
motherfucker. I
see,
told you,
he
bitch,
must
not to
have-
marry this motherfucker.
Yeah,
I told you.
You have a,
He don't believe in the golden tablets no more.
Like, your wife-
this motherfucker
your-
dumb
your
as fuck. I
wife's
told you not to
parents-
marry this motherfucker.
your wife's parents.
I don't
they
give a
probably
fuck what
feel
kind of law he
they probably
practiced.
felt
There's
like
another
it was his
side.
fault.
There's another side.
His
There's
wife,
another
his wife's
side,
parents
right?
was probably
This
like,
mother-
this motherfucker.
He came to my
corrupted
house.
my
This
wife.
He came to my
Like,
house
my
and told me what
daughter.
I could or couldn't ask.
He
I'll
done
beat
corrupted
your
my daughter.
motherfucking ass,
You
You
boy.
know
Hey,
what I'm
hey.
talking about? You know who you talking to?
You think the Mormons really talk like that?
All of a sudden. All of a sudden.
If I was a Mormon, I'd talk like that.
Yeah.
So my father-in-law, just to be clear,
Yeah.
also super wonderful. But
Wow.
to me,
Accepting.
the best man that I know is my dad.
Is your
Oh, that's what's up, though.
That's awesome.
That's what's
Yeah,
up,
yeah.
though.
I,
Come
I
on,
would
come
hope
on.
like
That's what's up,
me
though.
too.
I bet you
I'm the
behind
same
your
way.
back, though, your father-in-law was like, "What's your wife's name, Diane?"
Yeah, Diana.
Diana.
That motherfucker was
I
like,
told
this-
you
I
about this
told-
motherfucker.
I told
Yeah.
you.
This bitch ass motherfucker that lost his way.
I can't believe he did this to my
So,
daughter. I
If
can't
it was,
believe
if
this.
I
Like,
believed, if I believed that you leaving his ass, I'd tell you to leave his ass, but I can't.
Well, that
but
was
like, hey,
that was part
if,
of our conversation.
if I had a daughter though, I wouldn't mind her marrying a lawyer. Like what? That's
Don't
Yeah.
matter. He don't believe in the golden
he
tablets
don't
no
go
more.
believe
boy.
the golden tablet means.
Don't believe in the golden
Huh.
tablets no
We
more.
about to
We
we about to
were
buy some new
married
ones. We about to
long
buy some
before
new
we
ones. though.
decided to leave, right?
Uh-huh.
I mean, we were way too young to get married.
This
by the way,
motherfucker
yeah.
lost his way.
She. So like, how was that conversation? Like, I mean, like,
Well, what-
how did they treat it as you?
So one rule or one thing. So Diana and I talked about how we're going to tell our parents,
Approach
right?
her parents. Yeah, well.
Yeah, and one thing that we wanted to make very clear is that it was not. We did not want to portray to my parents that this was somehow Diana's decision and I was following along, and we
was
didn't want
group-
to portray
team
to
effort.
her parents
Team
that
effort. Team effort.
she
Mutual.
was, that I
Mutual.
was wanting to do it and she was just following along, and so we both, had a good talk with our parents
Yeah.
individually.
Yeah.
And that was one of the things that we said, hey, when we do this, we need to make sure that
We got each
when
other's
you talk
back.
to your parents and when you talk to your parents that it's
you guys
make
were
it
on
clear
schedule?
that it's your own decision, and it just so happens that
Did you guys happen to do this both at the same time? Like talk to your parents and then her parents right after, or it was like one after
no,
the other? Or
no,
like,
I sent
how-
I sent
Did you?
my
Don't tell me you
parents
don't
a
tell you.
letter.
You sent them a letter.
Yeah.
That's pretty personal though.
Well, I felt like it was important.
Hold
Yeah,
on, hold on, hold on,
you trying to
hold
put
on,
stuff
hold
in
on,
writing
hold on,
now?
hold on,
You
hold
trying
on.
to put stuff in
Well,
writing?
he sent a letter. Okay, go ahead. Elaborate.
This is not a thing that you want. For my parents,
Yeah.
it's so important to them, right? This
Sure.
is not an.
It's their beliefs, man.
Yeah, they need time to
Take it in.
take it in.
That's why you wrote the letter.
To that's the first reason is I needed to be respectful to them to be able to take it in. I mean to present that to them and over the phone or in person. That's not fair to them.
You didn't need the feedback.
They need
from
to
what-
be
whatever
able
they're
to
gonna say.
digest that, right?
Yes.
The other thing is
Yes.
they needed to be able to hear the whole thing from beginning to end and let me
Before
take
butting in.
them through how I got to where I was, just like a story, right? It's
Sure.
I wanted them to get through the whole thing
I
about
respect
where
that.
I
I
came
respect- I
from
respect
and
that
how I got
a lot.
here in order for them to understand and not go through asking questions along.
I get
That's
what
not
you
how
did.
you
I
wanna
get.
do it,
I
right?
I understand.
But
I
But then, of
respect
course,
that.
after
Yeah.
I sent the letter, right, and I
Yeah.
said, but in the letter it said, you can ask me
After
a
you leave.
question or whatever it is, right? But I laid down the 2 rules that I about
In the
asking
letter.
me questions.
In the letter.
Well, in the letter, I said something like, "Hey, if you can invite us to do different things. Like, for example, when you do family prayer, you can invite us to be a part of that.
All the way in Utah though.
If we were visiting, right?
Oh, okay.
But
No,
but
yeah.
Like, hey, you better
Uh,
be over here this Sunday, motherfucker.
but
Yeah, I know
No,
you
just
live in
like-
California, but-
I just can't get over the fact that
prayer for like how you pray for the food before a party.
yeah,
shit like
exactly.
that.
Yeah,
Shit
exactly.
Like that,
yeah.
right?
So I said, hey, look, I'm not going to be offended by an invitation to participate in an activity.
Yeah,
Just like I'm not
yeah.
going to be offended if. So I'm a vegetarian, but
Are you really?
nobody in my family, not in my immediate
That's
family
kinda
or
really
anywhere else,
extreme.
is a vegetarian.
went too
I'm not
far,
going to
bro.
be offended if people put meat on the pizza, right? Like,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you say, hey, do you want some of this pepperoni pizza? That's not going to be offensive to me, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
Not offensive.
But
Unless they slap him with his in
Yeah,
the face
but-
with a steak.
But what if the person handing to you see you taking off the pepperoni and be like, come on now, I just
Nah, then that's on the
So
other
has
person. though.
has
No, I just
anybody
kidding.
That's
how-
on
I
the
just
other
kidding.
person.
has
I
anybody
just
that you grew up with
just
ostracized you
kidding.
at all? Because
Yeah.
you left the Mormon religion?
Yes. Do you still have the same friends?
Has anybody ostracized you?
No.
Oh, that's cool.
And that's built into the culture a little bit too. Sense of lost sheep. You want the lost sheep to come back, right? So
Oh, so you're kind of like they feel like you're lost and there's still hope that you'll come back. Is that
you know,
type of thing?
the diehards are going to, yeah.
Diehards, as in your friends that are diehards.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, to tell you the truth, a lot of my friends have left too.
Oh, really?
In fact, I got on a phone call.
Are you guys all from the age of 70, from born in
77 to 82 or 3 or something like that?
Yeah, they're also. What did you call them? Zillennials or something?
Zennials.
Zennials.
A
A lot of them are in the
I like that.
I got on. I had a phone call, not super recent, but anyway, a buddy from college called me up and was just chatting, and he said something, I don't remember what it was, but it was something that I knew, like, you wouldn't do that if you were still in the church. And so I was like, and so anyway, I was like, wait a minute, are you out? And he's like, yeah, man, I'm out. I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm out too.
like in jail.
Yeah,
Just like my homie.
So like, do you have anybody?
And then he was like, wow, really? Oh, did you know that, Ben and a couple of guys.
So
Yeah,
that's
they're
how you
snitching
find
now.
out.
Don't
That's
tell
how you
all
all
find
that.
out.
that too.
Hey,
But
oh,
it seems
sorry,
like
sorry,
everybody's
sorry.
just like independently gone.
So do you know
leaving-
any ex-Mormons who just gone ham and just been like
Just like a partied out,
just
started
party
flashing
the
their
fuck
titties
out,
everywhere.
Just, yeah, coke the fuck out,
Over
fucking
here, fucking
bitches
cracking
left and
corn.
right,
Yeah.
just
Like
living life
pimping.
the way it
He
should
should have
be.
been like that's what it should have took. Like
Party
That's what
hard.
they were worried about. Is they thought, oh, if you're not going to be part of the church, that must be because
You
wanna
wanna
do
rock
all this
out.
shit,
do
yeah.
something
Rock out
that
with your
was-
cock out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They, in fact,
Hell yeah,
I was
I
asked
want to.
multiple times by multiple people, are you and your
Yeah.
wife going to stay together and
they
whatnot? I'm
they
like,
probably thought you
this
guys
has
were gonna be
nothing
swingers.
to do with that. Like,
It's so extreme.
It-
It's
yeah.
just so
they-
extreme. That
well,
the thought process
in
is
their
just very
in
extreme.
their mind, and it's some propaganda. I will admit that
Mhm.
they're probably thinking that, oh, you only leave if you wanted to do something bad, and you feel so ashamed that you're gonna leave.
Yeah, I see that.
And that's just not the case.
That's
Yeah.
not the case.
I can only imagine me writing a letter to my mom.
She probably wouldn't even be able to read it.
What the fuck you say?
What the fuck, man?
What in the fuck you write? What the hell?
My parents would fucking throw it away,
and I'd
bro.
be like,
My
I'd be
parents would
like-
throw
Say
it
that
away.
shit to my face.
And I would just say that to my face.
My parents would have threw it away. Dog. Like
Seriously.
they ain't got no time for that shit.
I,
You
then,
write me letters.
I think I'd tell my car like, look, babe, you know what? If I was you, telling, we grew up in the Mormon religion, like, hey, you know, what, babe, I'm not gonna be a Mormon anymore. And since I found this new light, I gotta get a new wife too, bro. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Part of it. You either want to be around or not.
Hey.
when I was on my mission,
Because I'm gonna rock out my cock out.
yeah.
Rock out,
When,
cock out.
when I was on my mission, there were people that would come up to me and say, "Oh yeah, you can have more than one wife, right?" And I'd have to say,
That's what I.
That's the big thing, right? That's the
No,
big
no,
thing.
no,
you
no, it's
can't.
not.
I don't
That's-
want more
No,
than one
no,
wife.
that's what.
But you can have as many girlfriends as
It
you want,
depends on
though.
the-
That's
'cause
cool.
you have-
Yeah, I can barely handle one. Why would I
No.
want multiple?
I think
Yeah.
just
No,
like
but
the
where they
religion,
wouldn't-
you,
That
you
sounds
have a
horrible.
misconstrued
That sounds
what you
horrible.
call vision of
No,
having
because
a
if
wife.
it was accepted by
if
them,
your
then they
wife
wouldn't
was
be tripping.
subservient to you, not that I'm a
nah.
misogynist pig or anything like that, but like if that's what you're taught, like
Wives
Why not?
nag. regardless, they're just gonna nag. I don't
Yeah,
want
bro.
that. I don't want another one to nag. I'll just have me a girl.
I don't know
on the
nothing about
side.
that though.
Yeah, you,
I don't have one.
yeah, man.
I
That's what
don't.
they do.
Nah, but I was in a relationship for a long time. She nagged for a reason though. I was a fucking fuck up.
I could just.
See,
I just know.
yeah,
I just
yeah,
know.
yeah.
I just
But
know.
like now, if I was with a girl, she was nagging, I'm like, bitch, I ain't fucking up. I ain't gonna call her bitch. I'm sorry. But like, I'd be like, girl, I'm not fucking up. Like, don't nag at me.
I could.
I'm doing my thing. Like,
I
you
can
know?
just. I don't know. I just can't get over the fact. I just know you. You know. I know you. You said your father-in-law was cool and stuff. I just can't see it.
So
I just.
can't see
it's such
Right?
a patriarchy that I always focus on my dad and my father-in-law, but my mother and my mother-in-law were also,
In the picture.
Oh,
They have a different view on
no,
things.
no.
they're cool
they
too.
were all very
Damn,
good
Tom.
about
you
it,
behind
right?
behind Tom's back,
But
it was
They're,
like
they're,
this
they're probably like
motherfucker
conference calling every week.
influenced our little fucking girl.
What the hell's wrong? They're probably like hella mad
to
at your
smoke
parents.
crack.
So they probably think you're smoking crack and listening to electronic music on the weekend.
They're listening to
right?
that. They're listening to that
know?
booty music.
That booty
Oh,
music.
that
Fucking booty music.
God damn it.
Guy-
They
You know,
joined the Hell's Angels.
They ride motor. They probably think you're all tatted up. They're like, I bet you she has a Diana has a tattoo.
Actually, I do feel like every time I walk
Do you have
by
a tattoo, Tom?
No, but every time I
You
walk
want to get
by
one? I'll pay for it.
well, kinda, but not really. I'm super
Who wants to put in money for
adverse
Tom's
to any
tattoo?
sort of pain.
I'll fucking pay for that shit right now.
But
Yeah.
I feel
Let's
like
go. We can go
I
after
feel
the
like
show.
every time I walk through so I've been to Vegas, and they have tattoo parlors everywhere.
Yeah, they
I
do.
go
They
in to
actually
look
do
'cause
in
it's
Nevada.
fascinating. Like it's super interesting to me, and I feel like
We'll pay for your tattoo right now.
I feel like I'm like this.
You better make sure you want it. That's all I gotta say.
Nah, bullshit. My 80% of my body's
Me
tattooed. I don't
too.
give a
Yeah,
fuck
yeah,
what
yeah.
it is.
I feel like I'm this
Yeah,
like
there's-
super cute.
I got tattoos when I was 15.
super hot girl when I go into these tattoo parlors because they
Nah,
see
bro.
me in my like white skin, no tattoos,
They wanna
and they
corrupt
all
you,
just
Tom?
they're like, I just want to draw on that. There's so much surface area I could
Yes.
do with that.
Let's
but,
go.
But no.
God, that's
no.
Let's
awesome.
go. You have.
They
like
want to
a-
corrupt you, Tom.
They want to corrupt.
They want to corrupt
Nah,
you.
a corrupted person's already been corrupted in their head.
They want to corrupt you, man.
Like
See, but this is
You
that's-
can't get corrupted
I
if
kind of
you're
wish
not-
my kids could go to their till their 30s, 40s like me, and because I feel like
You feel like you're
in
a wholesome
some ways it was
person?
really nice. No, it was good. It was that I averted
No, good
so
for
many
you.
crises.
Good for you.
By
But we also avoided certain
I'm gonna
crises.
play, I'm gonna play
sure,
devil's
sure,
advocate
sure.
because
sure.
you want your kids to be like that, but see,
No.
that's happening to you so much. Well, I'm saying is you're getting that experience right now. You don't even know what to do with it.
Yeah.
Let's get
Like
him a
girls,
tattoo.
girls are looking at you. Oh, I want to draw on you, dude. You know what you could really do? You know what you could really get besides a tattoo?
Besides the tattoo.
You can corrupt me all you want, girl. I'll play that Mormon role up, dude. Oh my
Bro.
gosh, you have no idea.
No,
I
no,
hope
no.
your wife doesn't listen
No,
to this.
no. I think they think
Don't tell your wife.
I'm the pretty
Diana-
girl. Like all the tattoo artists are like, I just
That's
wanna
what I'm
draw
saying.
that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Use it to
That's
your
what I'm
advantage.
saying.
You can get free drinks at the
You're
club
that
all
pretty
day.
girl. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
He's the
You
one that
can
gets free
tattoo my
drinks.
dick. You can say
I'm
all
not gonna let
types of
nobody
shit.
tattoo my dick.
Just kiss it
Hell
first.
no.
Just kiss it first.
Yeah.
Like, let me think about it after.
yeah,
'cause-
yeah.
Just kiss it
yeah,
first.
yeah.
I would give a fuck.
So somebody said, oh, it's like it's not so bad. It's like you
Nah, it's
know,
bad.
a
It
sunburn. You know, like it feels like a really
It's needles,
like
bro.
You're scratching a sunburn is kind of what
Nah,
it feels
man,
like.
that
Nah,
shit
man.
fucking hurts.
Shit
and,
hurts.
and it's like
That
you know,
shit fucking hurts.
shit
every time I go
hurts.
outside, I wear pants. I wear long sleeve shirts if I can.
You don't want a
I
sunburn.
put sunscreen all over my face. Like I do
doesn't- you
not
don't like
pain.
sunburn.
I
That
don't
shit
want
fucking
pain.
hurts, man.
That shit
Fuck
hurts.
that,
I have
bro.
a high.
Don't
low
let anybody tell you
tolerance.
different.
here,
Don't
man.
tell you.
High
Nah,
aversion.
I'm
low
actually gonna
tolerance
get
to
my
pain.
whole
Oh, I have a
body
low
done.
tolerance to pain too. That's why I got all these tattoos because I don't want to get my ass kicked, so I look scary.
Nah,
That's why I hang out with you guys. Like,
I got your back, Tom.
don't mess with me.
Ain't nobody gonna mess
because
with
I'm
you,
with
bro.
them.
Trust me.
How,
if they
how,
ain't
long,
met,
how long we into this now?
157.
You know what?
Yeah.
It's time to go smoke.
Nobody's listening.
Yeah.
anyway
Time to go
right now.
smoke?
Yeah.
You guys want to wrap
No one's
this?
listening.
Want to call this a wrap?
we can.
We'll have Tom up again another time. Let's
Another
wrap this
time.
up. It's time to
Yeah.
go smoke.
Yeah.
Tom,
smoke.
thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me.
We'll have you on.
It's good chat.
Yeah, man, it was
Great-
dope.
Great chat.
We learned a
Great-
lot.
I
Great
learned a
chat.
lot.
And to Tom's father-in-law, I got you. I feel you. Fuck Tom. And we out this bitch.
All right. All right.
That was cool.